TikTok has a begging problem? People begging and shit on TikTok. What the that? Get that moose off my screen.
Hey guys, TikTok Live, the cyber graveyard of previously
He got a
successful
fidget spinner on his shirt.
social media stars, has probably come up on your For You page once or twice. And other than fighting you every time you try to scroll past one, and or happening to show up right when you try to pause a video and you're trying to talk to somebody, so then you end up clicking onto the live stream and it keeps playing, there's also content on there. Believe it or not, and it's really bad. The content consists of begging. Yeah, begging for money. That's pretty much it.
Is that
And I
really
think it would
what
be
it
a
is?
bit of a
We are
disservice to
exiles
bring up
no
TikTok
longer.
Live and not talk
Your
about Jason
presence is
Nash. If you
strong.
don't know who Jason Nash is, he was a
Wait.
previously extremely successful internet star,
What needs
famous for being on the
revealing?
Vlog Squad with
Unity
David
of
Dobrik,
God.
who you probably
Ooh.
do know. And since
Yeah.
he was
That
didn't
fired
go so
from
well,
the
huh?
Vlog Squad, he has spent pretty much every waking moment of his life on TikTok live stream. It's
Wow.
become a bit of a meme.
Can someone make Jason Nash a fucking DoorDash account? If I open my TikTok
Mining upgrade complete.
That's fucked up.
one more time to seeing him begging for roses on my Live For You page, I'm calling CPS.
So just for the sake of continuity, just to bring up the TikTok Live OGs, the blueprint, I'm going to show you some of Jason Nash's live. I've
Yeah, I wanna
compiled
see
a
it.
lot of clips here, a lot of different random stuff, mostly things I just happened upon, and some things I
Yeah.
actually went out of my way to look for. So we're just going to go through all of it, starting with Jason Nash. So
Okay.
before I even had this idea for a YouTube video, I happened to scroll across a Jason Nash live stream, and I almost went right past it until I noticed he was battling somebody who looks like they are
Civilian
fucking
structure
blasted.
complete. A colonizable planet has
It's like
been
if you put
discovered.
E-Rob and Greek together.
This dude is out of this world right now. This dude is on the moon.
Man.
Look at him, dude. He can't
Damn.
even blink. He can't even open his eyes if he
me.
tried.
My path
Meanwhile,
is
Jason
clear.
Nash is sitting right next to him with his Hawaiian shirt on, just begging for gifts.
Double shot, go, go, go, go, go.
The entirety of
Harmony
this
research
2
team
minutes of
complete.
screen recording
No,
of
no. Is he live right now? He's live right now.
Your presence is strong.
Chicken.
He's live at this exact very moment.
He has 23 million followers. Yeah, he probably just got
Oh
on.
my god. No, he's not even wrong.
Planet item
How
ready.
can you see how many viewers
Mining
there are?
upgrade complete.
So he just sits here. Top left,
Camera.
100.
Angela says Kanzra. Jess says camera.
He
Spyler
got 100
says
viewers.
Jacob Campbell. How are you, Jacob?
He
Thanks
just
for saying
read.
hi. I
So he
appreciate
just
it.
reading chat.
Harmony
Everybody
research
got it.
complete.
BM got it. Natty got it first. She's tied with Chicken Poppin'. Natty and Chicken take the shared title. Jess just missed. She got it in 14 seconds. Spyler, Angela, Imoni, and BM Red at the 7th spot. Oh my God.
So-
Joy TV, thank you. Rowan McKenzie in the house. There's Joy TV. He was MVP last game. Go
Wait,
follow
he
him.
is actually just talking
Killing
about
it
money.
for us today. Twisted Circuit is here.
He
All right, here we go. Let's see what we can
Commerce
do.
upgrade
he's
complete.
actually just talking about money.
Ooh. Here's Dunder.
Oh, they
What's
got
on your
3
mind?
roses.
Oh.
Control group created. Without delay. A colonizable planet has been discovered.
How you doing, man?
Ah, nice haircut.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go.
Commencing phase jump.
I'm trying to start it, man.
Another
Hold
planet
on.
joins
yeah.
the Unity.
Here we go.
Your presence is strong. Planet item ready.
Allah illa dela like that. Take the chest. Join the team, guys. Hoş İstanbul.
Harmony research complete.
Join a login.
Is it
Sorry to
time?
disappear with the mist. The doggos were getting into
Control
trouble on me.
group created.
No, Maddie, you
I
were
am the
great.
Unity's servant.
You put the mist up, didn't you? Or was that somebody else?
What needs
Baldy?
revealing?
I don't know what that is. Thanks for that.
Oh shit! I gotta get out of here.
Commerce upgrade complete.
All right,
shall
all
be
right, all right, all
revealed.
right.
Your
Damn,
presence
that's
is
crazy.
strong.
What the fuck? So he
We'll
just sitting there
consider
talking
it.
about money. Oh my God.
This live stream is just Jason
We
Nash
answer the
casually
call.
or in a monotone manner, like begging for gifts and also thanking people.
So after doing market research, I can
Harmony
confirm this,
research
and I
complete.
will agree that it basically was just him begging and having random guys come on. Absolutely.
People for gifts, and I say thanking lightly. This dude could not force himself to pretend to be happy if he
A
tried.
colonizable planet has been discovered. Is it time? As you wish.
Homebody, jumping in. Thank you, Homebody.
Without delay.
Homebody, thanks for the gift.
We
Peasant.
answer
It is
the
the
call.
most sad
I
live stream
am
you
the
can ever
Unity
watch. He has
servant.
nothing to say.
As you
All
wish.
he ever says is either people's names who have gifted, the gift they send, or the gift
What's
he
on your
wants.
mind?
There is no
To the death. Planet item ready.
Actually right. It's actually true.
Our vengeance is yours.
Yes, he's right.
Is it
I
time?
I can't believe this.
The
no
animals are
substance
restless.
to these live streams.
Aiden Largy is here. Mofongo, if you're here, put the mist up at 30, okay? What up, Owie the guy?
I
Oh my
also
God.
like that the dude he's battling, who is going through something right now. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he's okay.
Mining upgrade complete.
On the other, this guy is
Harmony
drunk and
research
high
complete.
on TikTok Live with this random dude while he's got his girlfriend muted
it
in the
time?
background. He's off the map, bro. Yeah, he's galaxy gassed out of his mind.
Has 15 points. Jason has 3,000. Clearly, the battle's going well. I wish
Yeah.
this dude well. Anyways,
How
about
do
a day
people
after
give him
this
money?
live
I don't
stream, I happened
know.
upon his live stream again, and
What's
this time
on
he's
your
battling
mind?
another former
the
member
death.
of the Vlog Squad. This
Uh-huh.
guy's name is
Research
Nick.
tier
I think he
complete.
was
Without
famous at one
delay.
point. I
Yeah.
don't know. And they do a lot of.
Is this
Yep.
like is this like purgatory for previously famous internet content creators or celebrities, where like they have to go into
We
this is
shall
like, you know, when
Control group
Dante
created.
gets taken down, and it's like where it's like the first circle of hell.
For the unity. Our
Is that it?
vengeance
Or like
is
all the
yours.
all the people that
A
like didn't know
colonizable
about God.
planet has been discovered. Is it time?
They're battling, so I don't know if they're yelling at
Oh,
each other
God.
or they're
Harmony
yelling out of
research
happiness.
complete.
Anyways,
Oh,
clearly neither
fuck.
of them know how to actually celebrate
That's
something out of
nuts.
pure
Your
happiness, so they're
presence
just
is
like,
strong.
send me money!
You punching down? This is weird, bro. What you gonna
We
sit
answer
around?
the
You gonna be
call.
on the internet
No
begging for money
mercy.
like this shit, and you gotta make it funny. Like we used to beg for money like crazy. Like I'm telling you guys, like the thing is that I'm speaking from a position of experience. Like we used to, and the thing is that we would make a lot of fucking money. These guys, that's the problem. They're not making the money.
Send me money!
Any Twitch primers?
Also, they're trying to have like a conversation as if they're FaceTiming, as if they're not on live stream in front of 185 people.
The best is when you're battling and you're like down 100,000 points, and then oh, you bitch.
Another
And
planet
then-
joins
Like, dude,
the unity.
just FaceTime each other. You guys don't need to be live to do this. I know you need that money. I know you need the money. I know
That's
you
all
need
they're
the
doing
money.
it.
But like,
Is it
come
time?
on.
And then
As
that
you
same
wish.
person who just gave you 100,000 points comes over and plays against
Without
themselves. That's
delay.
like, what? Have you ever had that?
The guy just goes.
Harmony research complete. A colonizable planet has been
Also, this
discovered.
Nick guy ends up saying something
The
a little
anima are
questionable for
restless.
the live stream, and even Jason is off put by this.
Yo, is Cornbread sitting down on his fucking phone and
Our
just jerking
world
off?
shall
Are you
die.
kidding, Jason? Cornbread is fucking playing with his dick and gifting or some weird shit.
What?
Alright, easy.
What? Wait, hold on.
What are you talking
Consider it.
about? Stop talking about people's dicks, please. Anyways, Jason Nash's live stream can be
Logistics
summed up
upgrade
as
complete.
begging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really
That's
sad.
it.
It actually makes me sad. I don't think there's much more for me to say. It's kind of like
He's in
beating a dead
purgatory,
horse
man.
a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think really the only conversation to be had in reference to Jason
Mm-hmm.
Nash's live streams is just the fragility of being a social media influencer nowadays. You can be the
See,
top.
like, I don't even think that there's a lot of fragility with it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think that, you know, when people fall off, you know why they fall off? They get fat, old, and most importantly, lazy. That's the reason why people fall off, It's because they stop doing what they want to do and they start doing something else people don't want to see. That's the reason. Like, I see people that fell off and I watch their stream. No fucking shit, you fell off. You should have been lucky to have been on in the first place. That's it. They become lame. They're boring, bro. Yeah, what the fuck? That's what you expect. Exactly. Playing WoW. Yeah, so many people are just fucking boring.
Logistics to unlock more
Like, who the fuck's gonna watch some random ass dude sit there? Wow, thanks for the roses. Wow. Wow, Billy in the chat says hi. Hi, Billy. Thanks for the cookie. Who the fuck thinks this is entertaining? Like, what are you crazy? What's wrong with this?
When it comes to YouTube or TikTok or Twitch, and then all of a sudden 2 years later you're live streaming on TikTok and begging for galaxies. And like I said, Jason Nash is the blueprint, but he is by far not the last celebrity to do this. Just a day after watching Jason's live stream, I came across Jeffree Star live streaming on TikTok.
What's he doing?
Battling people. Jeffree Star.
What's he
Drop
doing?
his emotes in the chat right now or get out. Drop his emotes right now. Flood it.
And yeah, all he's doing is begging for money on TikTok.
I thought Jeffree Star was like a multi-millionaire.
A colonizable planet
From like,
has
because
been
I've been
discovered.
to Sephora. They sell Jeffree Star's shit in Sephora. What's he
Civilian
doing this
structure
for?
Complete.
Flood this mother. Who run this mother? Who run this mother?
This is so crazy to me.
Makeup
because in
influencer?
my
Yeah,
mind,
yeah,
the
it does
Jeffree
makeup.
Star that was presented on the internet is such a
Yep.
like powerful, like commanding force
Uh-huh.
in the makeup industry, and now he's
Right.
begging for galaxies on TikTok live stream.
Well, Jeffree Star was big back in MySpace days. Like, I remember when Jeffree Star started getting popular. Like, I was in like high school. This was a long time ago. Like, he's like he was an OG.
Is it time?
Oh my god, Jim,
As
they're
you
trying to
wish.
snipe it. If they
We shall
snipe this
overcome.
game, I will actually throw up.
Who
Research
is this? That's
complete.
not Jeffree Star.
Never
This
heard
is
of him?
not
He
Jeffree
had a
Star. This
controversy?
is like
He
Jason's
had like 50 controversies.
son, the nice version of Jeffree Star.
Oh my god, hurry, Jim, get the glove before she
Civilian
leaves.
structure complete.
Thank god we got the power!
Oh, this makes me so sad.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
God.
honest. I actually like Jeffree Star.
Civilian
I know I
structure
might get some
complete.
shit for that. I think he's so entertaining.
And if you thought Jeffree was the last one, no.
Civilian
Just after this, I
structure
scrolled on to
complete.
Lance Stewart's live stream where he's
Who's this?
also begging for money doing TikTok.
Civilian
Damn.
structure
Let's go.
complete.
Juice his hand. I hit on the
Planet
5x. Thank you.
You might have to be a little bit of a YouTube OG to know who Lance is,
Civilian
but
structure complete.
yeah, this is sad. This is really sad.
Guys, to fill up the entire gift gallery, we need a TikTok universe. I'm not expecting to get it, but it would be cool.
These clips are just
Man, that's really weird. Like, that's
Hostility
crazy. So
research
why do
complete.
people give them money? So like, basically, they're just sitting there, like begging for like. This like it's shocking to me because like
Mining upgrade complete.
what? What is this?
Our vengeance is yours. Civilian
screen
structure
recordings I got
complete.
while scrolling
A
past their
colonizable
lives, and
planet
they're
has
so
been discovered.
awkward. Every single one of these live streams is so awkward.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Hey, yo, Juice with a hand art. Charles with a hand mustache. Thank you guys so much. What's up?
Research complete.
Anyways, there's not much more to say when it comes to
Jesus Christ! Who gives them money?
Civilian
Like that's what's
structure
so
complete.
weird. Like what?
Is it time? Without delay. We
I
shall
don't even know what to
overcome
think. Like
with one voice. We
to
answer the
celebrities
call.
begging for
Without
money on
delay.
the internet. It's sad. But while I was researching for this video, I happened upon
Yeah.
a little bit of a new phenomena as far as TikTok live
What's
streaming
this?
goes. It's these videos of these
Hostility
people
research
just like
complete.
sitting in
Our
hay
minds
or
are not so
water,
easily
just
swayed.
staring at the camera.
Another
Like, why are they?
planet joins the unity.
Your influence is undeniable.
Your presence is strong. Our will shall be done.
We are entertaining offers.
Our vengeance is yours. We'll consider it.
why?
The camera? Like, why are they
Why?
looking at me like I did something? What? Every time I would scroll
What
past
is
one of these
this?
videos, they're just sitting in silence, and I have to click
Yeah.
on it. I don't know what they're doing, but assumably they are begging
I-
for gifts, but silently. So this is like
Yeah.
the silent
Commerce
version
upgrade
of begging for
complete.
gifts,
That's
just
smart.
waiting for them to come, and then when they do, they celebrate. I happened to get one celebration on camera. All the other ones were just them sitting in silence. It's also so popular.
We shall overcome. We understand.
This is amazing.
Your presence is strong.
I want to look at this
One of
myself.
these live streams right onto another, and hey, I guess I have to watch it because there's 2 of them now. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Anyways, I don't really know why I included these in the video.
This
They're
is
just funny to me.
amazing.
There's really nothing wrong going on here. It seems fun. These people seem nice.
The thing is, though, like what's really funny is that these guys that are doing it in these other countries, I bet this is like not that bad of a job to have. Because like they're getting paid tons of money in like their currency and their economy.
Wholesome. I like this. As I dove deeper into the TikTok live stream rabbit hole, I came across this account called Chico Face Reveal, which is you know, probably what you think it is. It's a face reveal account. Anyways, this guy kind of just pretends that he's gonna do a face reveal every time he live streams.
In exactly 24 hours from now, I'm sending all of you guys my face reveal, okay?
So he just streams his hands, and I think he's promoting this app. He's trying to get people to download it off some link on his description.
So go to the link in my bio right now. Once you guys get the app right now, go to my account, Mask King.
And just for the
Wait, so he just wants everybody to download an app? Like this is
the 2 minutes that I watched the stream.
Bro,
he
these
just goes,
scams are
Guys,
crazy.
go here and I'll
What
send you
is
my face
this?
reveal. Guys, I'm doing my face reveal now, guys.
And send me a message over on the app, and everyone that does, you are all getting my face reveal exactly 24 hours from now.
I would say this is less begging for money and more like begging for interaction. He's really trying to play up on the fact that he could potentially be a very attractive dude. So I gotta tune in. I gotta send him a galaxy right now. Anyways, this is his
Oh my God, the
page.
chat. Yes.
This is just what he does.
Hostility
He's just
research
apparently
complete.
has done face
We answer
reveals
the call
almost every day
without
for the
delay.
last few months.
But I'll be face revealing today. Okay, guys, I did face reveal the other day on live. Face reveal the other day.
Finally, guys, it's all come down to today.
He says today's officially the day. He says go watch the live stream. You go to the live stream. He's telling you to download an app, and then he doesn't reveal his face.
This dude. This is the Generation Alpha version of having to watch the rerun of Goku versus Frieza, the one episode before the fight ends.
Commerce upgrade complete.
You remember that? This is the same dude, and we would come home every fucking day. And it would play this same episode, and we're like, okay, it's gonna happen. Now it's gonna be the next episode, and it's something fucking else.
Our confidence
That's crazy, huh?
That path is
Who would have thought he would edge his audience so that they would keep coming back for more and more and
Who would
sending him
imagine
more and
that?
more money and downloading more of these sketchy gift cards / apps that he's promoting so he
my
can make a
God.
little bit of money while he still has the
Planet item
chance.
ready.
That's the TikTok
insane.
live stream motto. Milk it till you can't. Milk it till it's dry. Why am I always talking about milk? Anyways, his live streams are a little bit more similar to the ones that I'm going to talk about next, which are where they tell you, please don't join my live stream or else you might end up seeing my booby. You might end up seeing
As
my
you
booby
wish.
or booty if you join the live stream. Don't join the live stream or else I might twerk on your face.
Guys, every time someone joins my live stream, I drop something on the floor here.
Don't join the live stream.
Initiating phase jump. Doubt clouds our thoughts. That path is perilous.
This is, dude, these are so fucking shameless.
power to jump
And
drive.
you guys thought Twitch was bad. Like, if you, let me see, I pulled this shit up right now. Do we have anybody interesting on Twitch? Let's see, where's one of these bullshit categories? Here we go. Yeah, at least they're doing something.
The anima are
Oh my
restless.
God.
Or else I'm gonna have to bend over and put my ass in your face.
Every time I fall,
We
I
answer the call as you wish.
Don't join the live stream or else I'm gonna have to do turbulence.
Wait a minute. She's got her brother. Wait. Oh, wow. Wow.
With my butt cheeks.
Join the live stream. Every time we hit a like goal, I will be showing you.
Who is this?
Exotics have been unveiled by our scryers. Scryer
My
visions
very
have
spooky
revealed an
Halloween
unexpected bonus. Exotics have been unveiled
Mr.
by our
Yacht.
scryers.
I was
Exotics have
mean
been
drunk.
unveiled by our scryers.
What?
All power
Where'd
to
your
jump
spooky
drive.
Halloween
More
yacht. I wanted
credits
to
are
see
required.
it. To be fair to Eve
Mining
Irish, she
upgrade complete.
Crying is the average age of the
Mining
people in the
research
chat.
complete.
actually was just doing that for interaction bait. She says later in the video that she's just doing a makeup tutorial thing.
The Unity has
Okay, now that the boys are
fallen
gone,
silent
this
on
is
one
my
of our
review of
planets.
Black Honey by Clinique.
So that's okay. I'll give her a
Wait, so what did actually, you know what? I kind of respect that. So this is like some girl that is like, let's be honest, obscenely thick. And she uses that to bait people into the chat, and then she just does a makeup tutorial?
We dare not stray
I
from
can
our path.
absolutely respect
We
this,
maintain
okay?
our vigil.
pass there, but I won't give her a pass for this.
Exotics
different
have
type
been
loading
unveiled
speed.
by our squires.
Wait, what?
Give her a pass for this.
Shoot a different type of loading to me.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I subject myself to this? You won't get away with this, Eve! You won't get away with this! Anyways, this type of insinuating that there might potentially be a female body part on
Your
a live stream is
influence
actually
is
really popular.
undeniable.
And we have this girl whose entire page is basically just saying, hey, join my live stream and I'll show you my boobs jiggle. What?
I'm live right now, shaking my moo and doing a 360 every time that you guys join my live and send a galaxy.
Oh my god. Autumn Look at the search. Look at the fucking oh my god.
I have never heard of anyone calling their boobs moo-moos, but that's good. That's good. I like that. Moo-moo
just around
makes
to
sense,
get
right?
around the
Anyway, she
filter.
just does this like every day. Every day she talks about
If
shaking
that
her
is our
moo-moos.
will.
Join the live and you might see me shake on my moo-moos.
Okay. I don't really
Our
have anything negative to
confidence
say about
wavers.
that. Yeah.
All power
you know,
to jump drive.
it is what it is.
Shields down! We're exposed to
Or you-
attack!
or a galaxy.
We
Even
cannot
ship the
survive
moo
without
without the
armor.
galaxy. Yeah, sometimes I shake my moo anytime you guys join the live, like the live, but I mainly do it for a galaxy.
Send me your life savings and
We'll
I
consider
might just
it.
put
How much is a
We
galaxy?
answer the
I don't
call.
even know. How much is it? How am I getting all these different numbers? Does nobody here go on TikTok? Let me just look it up.
Research
I'm
complete.
gonna look it up right now. How much is a galaxy on TikTok?
We are entertaining
$13?
offers.
So you're
Your
telling
presence
me
is strong.
that you got
Our
people
will shall
that
be
are giving
done.
you $13 to shake your titties around, but you could pay for an OnlyFans subscription of a girl to do that without wearing any clothes for $5?
You've made a wise
Why would anyone pay for
acquisition.
that? I could go to
Mining
Google and
upgrade
search
complete.
big boob and get 2
Hostility
million
research
results. Yeah,
complete.
true. But like, I'm
Defilers
just saying,
encroach
like, I
upon
don't
us.
even understand this.
Doubt clouds our thoughts.
It's
We
hoflation.
maintain our vigil.
Ooh.
I am the Unity's
actually
servant.
show a little bit of my boobs.
But if you
Wafers.
send a bigger gift, they might even pop out a little bit.
These types of live streams make me really sad and remind me how absolutely
Hey guys, what do you think the
We
average
answer
age
the
of the people
call.
that are watching
We
that live stream is?
understand.
13?
Exotics have been unveiled by our scryers. Exotics have been unveiled
I think
by
you're
our
exactly
scryers.
right. I do. I think that's exactly where it is.
deprived the male mind is. Like, guys, just go jork it. You don't have to go in these live streams and give anyone money. There's free stuff. You could just meet a girl in real life. Did you know that?
No.
You are beyond bidding.
Talk to
No,
women
that's
in real
not.
life.
Clouds
Crazy.
of
Doesn't cost any
No.
money either. I know.
Nah, she actually did. It's not my fault you guys sent 10 galaxies in a row on my live, and I started shaking my moo and they popped out.
She's usually alone, but sometimes she does these videos with her boyfriend, and they're so
He does it with her boyfriend. Oh my god. This is so
funny. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but they're so funny.
Now I know it really popped out on live. How do they know that they're pierced?
Guys, no. How did you
Control
know that she had
created.
big, juicy boobs that are pierced? No. Guys, join the live if you want to see her big boobs. No. Dang it.
So he's pimping his girlfriend out, calling her moo-moos? Oh my...
Yes, it did.
It did.
We are
I seen it. I was
exiles no
watching
longer.
and I liked
The
it.
anima are restless.
It popped out. They popped. They
created.
were shaking.
Every time they make one of these videos, they try so hard to make sure it hits the 1 minute mark, and it's so funny.
And drop a galaxy if you want. for the Shake That Thing dance.
I'm saving that for the live.
We're live right now.
Right now.
As another TikTok.
Here's what's fucked up.
Mining upgrade complete.
Give me a minute. 67,000 likes. Look at that. That's insane. Wow. So they're making money.
Right now.
As another TikTok creator who is trying to make money on the app, I get it. I get the struggle. Sometimes you gotta milk just the last few seconds just to get that money.
We're live, right? Planet has been discovered.
Yeah.
We're live, right? Complete.
Yeah.
Anyways, would it surprise you if I told you that I joined their live stream a few times, didn't end up screen recording anything, and she didn't show her moo-moos? Dude, what the freak? I sent you $100. Show me your boobies.
Shaking my moo-moos.
Anyways, all of this has led me to the final bit of my rabbit hole. And this final bit of the rabbit hole that I fell into is this guy named Straight Drop Lace. He's been a live streamer and a TikToker for a long time. He used to dress up like the Joker. Doesn't really do that anymore now.
The thing is that, like, this is so degenerate. It is. This is crazy. And I think that what's so weird about this is the fact that, like, so much of this content, like, I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Your presence is
I feel like a lot of this content is very much geared towards, like,
mining upgrade complete.
Very young people.
A colonizable planet has been discovered.
Like, it just like the way they're talking and everything. It's nuts.
He just has green hair, I guess. I don't know. He wears a car key on his neck. I don't know why. He also has gold grills, and he's literally like baked orange. He's always as tan as you could possibly be. Anyways, take everything that we previously covered, I guess except for the moo-moos, and apply it to one person. That is who Straight Drop Lace is. TikTok live streamers beg for money. Oh, he's the king of begging for money. TikTok live streamers trying to bank on thirst so that they can get some more money from their fans who are attracted to them.
Yeah, of course.
He's the king of attracting middle-aged women. Also, apparently he abandoned his kid. This is alleged. I don't know. I haven't done much research, but he gets a lot of comments about not taking care of his kid. And
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like TikTok now is just.
What's on your mind?
Every time I hear about TikTok Live, I'll tell you this. I've never heard about TikTok Live
Another planet joins
and
the
it not be
Unity.
bad.
Our vengeance is
I've
yours.
never heard a single thing
We'll consider
about this
it.
platform ever in my life that wasn't bad.
Harmony research complete.
yeah, that's not good. Just in case you didn't know, it's not good to abandon your child. So, so don't do
really?
that. Anyways, I happened upon his live stream towards the end of gathering all this stuff, and I swear to God, he is the master of begging for money.
Well,
Nobody can beg for money like this dude.
Nah, he's never watched McConnell. Bro, like, he never even seen McConnell. What are you talking about?
Does he beg for money? He makes his audience feel bad for not sending him money.
Thanks to Oliver Ice Cream Cones, you guys can help me get $200 just by gifting 20 galaxies. So if you want to gift one galaxy right now, you can get me one step closer.
20 galaxies. So if it's $13 times 20, that's $460. Why do you need 406? Oh, child support payment.
Vengeance is yours.
Right. Okay,
We'll
never mind.
consider it.
Say 260. Sorry.
So to reaching my goal.
Guys, I need
Yeah, no,
$200
you're right.
right now. And how we're going to do this is
Planet
you guys are going to send me
item
$200 right now, guys. And the way that this is going to help me is I'm going to have $200
upgrade
right
complete.
now, guys. Thanks so much. This is TikTok Live. There are no thoughts in his head other than
Money.
Yeah, money. Send me money. Send me money. He never once, I don't think, reads chat. He only ever reacts to GIFs. And usually in a not very positive light.
So if we can reach one galaxy, then I would obtain my goal right now. Now this is TikTok Live. Let's slam dunk this one goal, baby. One galaxy. I'm not battling anybody. All we want is our galaxy from one of our loyal fans.
He spends the
So
duration.
somebody's giving him the roses that I would assume are less than a galaxy, and so he's not even acknowledging the roses because he wants the bigger gift. This is amazing.
Of this
Oh my God!
asking for
A rose is 1 cent.
$200 and then telling people $200 isn't a lot of money.
All right, $200 isn't a lot, but I live video to video.
Hey man, if $200 isn't a lot of money,
Video to video.
don't ask other people for it. Crazy, crazy thought.
But I live video to video, and right now I need $200 to make
5
the next
cents.
video.
He lives video for video, and he needs $200 to make the next video. Excuse me if I'm wrong, Stray Droplet.
You need $200 to make that video? You need $200?
If you live video to video, you would make money from the videos. You wouldn't need money to make the videos. That's not how it works. Making videos is actually free,
Oh my
just
God.
in case you didn't know that.
$200 get the attention.
What? Whoa!
Has been discovered.
He just flashbanged us. Give me $200. Give me $200.
Wait, he did that?
He's trying to brainwash us.
Shout out to all the haters for paying attention, watching me earn my living right here. This is how I make my money.
This is how I make my money.
This is amazing. He just goes out into the street somewhere in an intersection, and this is like the scuffed Joker that's sitting there begging for money in the middle of the street. It's like it's a GTA NPC. Yes, this is insane. Just yapping. Begging for
Harmony research complete.
You've made a wise
Hey guys, I
acquisition.
need $200.
Oh my God.
I make my money, guys.
Offers.
Send me $200
The
right
animal are
now,
restless.
please. I need it. That's how I make my money. No, you don't
What's
make
on
your
your
money.
mind?
Other people make it for you, and then they give it
Joins
to
the
you.
unity.
Shout out to everybody. Send
Is
your
it
roses,
time?
3 lightning bolts.
I
Let's
am
go
the
right now.
unity's
Look at
servant.
look at the chat.
Planet item ready.
Let me read the chat. Cyber begging L. Put out the fries in the
colonizable planet
bag.
has been
Just put the
discovered.
fries in the bag, bro. Oh my God.
Let's go right now.
Eventually, he starts getting gifts, and he's happy at first. This one guy sends a lightning, and he's really happy
Is
with
that
it.
money?
With the fucking roses are red. Good. You get me feeling good. Like
Mine
Thomas
upgrade
right now dropping a
complete.
lightning bolt.
But then, later on, he says, lightning doesn't strike a place twice. Let's prove them wrong.
They say the lightning never strikes the same place twice. Well, here, let's prove them wrong.
So then the
So
dude
he's
sends-
just figuring out.
Our
This
will
is
shall be done. Is it time? I am the Unity's servant.
You know what?
Commencing phase jump.
These people
Harmony
aren't the
research
problem.
complete.
You
The
opted
people
out of
giving
bidding.
the money are the
Planet
problem.
item ready.
Imagine hearing that from the scuffed GTA Joker and then thinking to yourself, yeah, it does. I'm going to send him more money. I'm sorry.
A
But at
colonizable
that
planet
point,
has been
there's
discovered.
an old phrase, a fool and his money are soon parted. And I think that's just about it. Western TikTok is the root of the problem. This is amazing. Like, you deserve, I don't care. Like, if he is a billionaire, he deserves it. Every cent that he gets, he deserves. Because I can guarantee you whoever had, let's say scuffed GTA Joker is going to spend this money on a 40 and crack.
Without delay.
Probably a better way
The
of
anima
spending
are
it than
restless.
whoever had the money in the first place.
It's another lightning, and he gets mad that he only sent
Great.
one.
Thomas, do not leave me hanging. To Thomas.
So he's calling him out by name. Wait, why is Thomas?
Logistics upgrade
Thomas,
complete.
Thomas.
Civilian structure complete.
Tom, you are 35.
A colonizable
You're
planet has been
35,
discovered.
Thomas. What are you doing? Why? Stop this. But what do you do? Why would you do this? He's got a goatee. He's at least 40. True. He's probably older
All
than
power
me.
to jump drive.
Jesus.
Hostility
Back
research
here with
tier
that
complete.
fucking lightning bolt shit. If there's somebody else that wants to fix Thomas's mistake, Thomas, we do not f around. We do never send one lightning bolt. It's always more than one lightning bolt.
What are you doing?
Wait, 15 light. I don't even know how much money this. I have no
He's
idea.
sending you money. What are you mad for? I don't understand. Anyways, I left the live stream for about an hour.
Dude, that's the way I'd feel, bro. Like, I would feel like this. This would be me.
Because I had to go make dinner, and when I came back, he was still begging.
Yeah, of course.
For the same thing.
That's what I'm doing, guys. I am bringing in fun.
Handling two.
Harmony
You know what's
research
so funny
complete.
about this is he used the wrong two. Like, so it's just like, you've got one retard begging for money, and you have other retards that can't even complain about the retard begging for money. Like, this is so fucking sad. Like, we need China to kill us, I think, or something. Like, yeah, China needs to start World War III. Like, this is going on way too long.
Acquisition.
Yeah, Circle of Life. Yeah, we're in dire need of an alien invasion, a plague, a nuclear holocaust. Something needs to happen. This can't keep going on, guys. We are getting too stupid.
I am a fundraiser machine. Thanks to all of our ice cream cones, you guys can help me get $200.
It seems like the only thing that changed is he put more body oil on. Otherwise, he's still begging for galaxies.
All right, we were all put in this world. We didn't create it. So let's find each other's true essence. All right, our soul's purpose, our divine. Yes, serenity with the roses.
Eventually, he starts completely losing it, and
he's going hard, and like these are pennies. People are giving him literal pennies, right?
Just dancing and loving himself.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
Don't forget the galaxies. We want a galaxy. I really, truly want a galaxy, guys. Hey, I would be feeling good. I might even go to sleep tonight, happy. You've got the love I...
Just tweaking in a park, yelling.
Research complete.
Look at this woman. 1977. Oh my God. She's like, what is that? 47 years old. She's number one?
Harmony research complete.
Wait, that means like number one, like she's given him the most money?
One.
What the fuck is he wearing? Is he wearing a Speedo?
You got the love I want. You got the love I need. Yeah. Let's get a galaxy on the screen.
You've got the love I want.
They're actually
You've got the galaxy.
Like, they're actually just sitting here begging for money. There's not even...
Please send me $200, please.
Brendan Fraser getting us whales.
Anyways, that live stream pretty much goes on for a really long time. And he continues begging for money until, assumably, he gets enough money to make his video. Obviously, you need $200 to make a video. However, I found these two really funny clips, one of which he posted on his own accord, on his own page. He posted this clip, but he's apparently pretty famous for freaking out on his fans for not sending him enough money. So let's get into this.
I swear to fucking God, we are never going live ever again. Drop a fucking galaxy right now. You guys are fucking tripping me out, bro.
Whoa, relax.
Harmony research complete.
You can have it. Take my galaxy. Just leave me alone.
We got big?
How does this work? I can't, like... How is this real? Like, I can't believe this.
Executives from
I never want to hear anybody complain about Kick again.
Music on TikTok Live right now, watching this fucking live, and they want to see the numbers that I generate. They want to see the fucking views.
Guys, send me fucking money, guys. We have the son of the guy who owns Xbox in my live right now, guys.
What?
Please. He's gonna let me join his clan. Please send me money right now.
Hit that follow button because this is dead on serious. This is life or motherfucking death.
I think it's so ironic that he's yelling about not having enough money while wearing gold grills, dude. Sell the gold in your mouth.
Very bold to assume that's gold. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's gold?
Your presence is strong. Another planet joins the
Many motherfuckers trying to bring me down. I'm telling you, if you do not gift those roses, if you do not gift, I want you to fucking take out your 401k, fucking refinance your fucking home, drop a mortgage on this TikTok Live.
What the fuck?
He's just hyping people up to give him money.
Is he joking? He's gotta be joking.
There's not enough of you giving. This was the season of...
Look, he's spitting. Look at this.
Is he joking? He's
just
gotta
watch.
Be joking.
There's not enough of you giving. This
Jesus Christ.
Is it time?
He's gone rabid.
Research complete.
It was the season of giving, and not enough of you motherfuckers were giving.
I want you to be in debt.
What is
this? Why is he spitting so much, dude? Say it, don't spray, bro. Okay? Maybe I'll send you a galaxy.
I am disgusted with the amount of activity that you guys are showing on this live. Shit.
Just put a fucking hat on him.
Oh, the night helmet. Oh my god, that was perfectly timed.
Fucking galaxy. When I said that there are big executives watching this live, that is a true statement. They are also following me on Instagram.
What is that?
My following is available so you can scroll through.
No.
What does that even mean?
No way. He just got a cap put on his head. Guys, I swear to God.
The cap. I get it.
Exotics have been unveiled by our squires.
It's true. There's Sony executives. They're following me. They're following me on Instagram, not in real life.
I don't understand. What's the relation to that?
Not enough crystal.
Get this off me.
I have big executives from Sony.
Anyways, yeah, he begs that entire video,
From
which
Sony?
is apparently a screen recording from one of his live streams. So
We dare not
makes
stray
sense.
from our
And
path.
we have one more video of him begging. So let's get into this one here.
What the fuck, man? I just want a fucking galaxy, man.
Here's the thing. How do you watch
answer
this?
the
Like,
call. I am the Unity
how do you
servant.
watch this and be like,
Auction is
okay,
underway.
I'm gonna get. You know what?
Control group created.
I think he
As you
deserves. Like,
wish.
at what? Like, I
Scholars
just.
have located a
I want to.
divine
I want to
artifact.
have like a
Behold
3-hour
its power.
interview with the
Exotics have
last
been
10
unveiled
people
by
that
our
have given him
squires.
over $100.
Your influence is undeniable.
I
Your
need to
presence is
understand
strong.
everything in their
We'll
life.
consider it.
How did you get here?
We answer the call.
This is
A
some people find
colonizable
him funny.
planet has been discovered.
That's fair.
Send that fucking galaxy!
What is this? Fuck! Fuck! Send me your money! Bro is fucking losing it. Oh my
Ragnus,
god.
yeah, I know.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, yeah,
Hostility
Street Drop
research
Place is a
complete.
bit of a character.
Exotics
He
have
seems
been
like a
unveiled by
stand-up
our
dude.
squires.
I should probably send him a couple galaxies.
For sure.
Anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Those are all the clips I gathered.
This is
if you like the video, like,
unbelievable.
subscribe, comment. If you want to
I
support
didn't
me,
realize
my
it was
Patreon,
this
patreon.com/Kubu20.
bad.
Shout out all my patrons, guys. You
Your
are the
presence
best.
is
So many of
strong.
you now.
As
So
you
thank
wish.
every single
Oh
one
my
of you.
God.
Anyways, if you guys want like a part 2 or something, let me know. I can definitely do that. Anyways, that's about it. Bye.
The anima are restless.
Wow.
We'll consider it. We answer the call.
Is
I
it
am the
really this
Unity
bad,
servant.
guys?
Control
Bro
group
just wants some
created.
galaxies. I'm gonna
The
link you
anima
guys this
are
video. This
restless.
was incredible.
Without
This guy does
delay.
TikTok.
Hostility research
Yeah, give it a
complete.
like. Give him a sub. This is
Our
amazing.
vengeance is yours. What's on your mind? Control group created. I am the Unity servant.
So the elephant in the
We are
room,
ready.
coming off of the wild, crazy success of Concord, is whether or not
Harmony research
PlayStation is going to
complete.
change their approach to live service games. Because at the very least, whether you think Concord's a
Defilers
really good game,
encroach
whether you
upon
think
us.
it's a really boring game,
Is it
or you think
time?
it's bad, doesn't really matter.
Control
The
group
effect
created.
and the conclusion you should reach is
Our
that
confidence
something
wavers.
didn't work.
We will
Right?
not be exiled again.
Who
Is it time?
knows?
Without delay.
Did
What's on your
not
mind?
work properly.
I
Because if
do
the
have to
game-
say though, from
I am
Sony's
the
perspective,
Unity servant.
they actually made the best consumer-friendly decision they could have made, where they refunded everybody's money completely, and they said, "That's it.
Is
We're
their
done. We're sorry."
demise truly ordained?
This was the most
Is their
consumer-friendly
demise
option they could have
truly
gone.
ordained?
Game is even okay and everything else goes well, it should at least have a chance of success. But something didn't work
Not
here.
the easy
And
vengeance
Sony's
we
approach would be
imagined.
to figure out what
Our
that was.
will
Now I
is
think it's a combination of
transcendent.
many things. For one, just at the outset, I don't think anybody was particularly intrigued by the concept of the game. I think it looked kind of cringy to
Everything
begin with,
about it was
so
bad.
people were already kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
And then they found out they were
Hostility
going to have to
research
pay $40
complete.
for it.
Beg for our forgiveness.
Really not a fan of that. And
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion. I don't think that the $40 price tag played even 5% of the role of the game not being successful.
Last chance to surrender.
I don't think it had really anything to do with it. And here I've got 2 points on a graph that I can give you guys for why I think that. Number one, Helldivers 2. Everybody bought the game. It was still very popular, and it costed $40. Pretty much a 1-to-1, right? And here's number two, which is the fact that Concord had a beta weekend. They had 2 beta weekends. They had a paid beta weekend, and then they had a free beta weekend. And the paid beta weekend, because it was the first weekend, had more players than the free one. So even when the game was in a completely free state of play, people still chose to not play the game. If that doesn't prove it, then what does?
And then the narrative started building and building that nobody was playing it, nobody was interested. And once that narrative takes hold, your live service game is dead. Because nobody's going to spend $40 to get into a game that they're not going to be able to play in a few weeks.
Exactly.
You've made a wise acquisition.
Nobody's going to do that.
So this happens to MMOs, right? It's like the circling the drain, the death spiral. Was an Overwatch $60 at launch? Nobody cares about the money. People are going to, like, again, people will find a way to get the money together if the game is good enough. Was Overwatch 40? I remember it being 60. I don't really remember, honestly. Maybe it was 40.
The anima are restless.
Overwatch launch was hype. Yeah, and to be honest, that was years ago, right? So the culture's changed.
On the sidelines. Because why would they? Why would they throw $40 away effectively?
Is it time?
So I think there were many, many things that stacked into Concord's demise. But now the question is, how does Sony handle their stuff going forward? Because bear in mind, they have other live service games that are coming in the next few months, next year, next 2 years.
Yeah.
They're actively in the works. These are coming, and they're going to be influenced by Concord, no doubt. So there's a lot of things to.
That guy donated and it said Concord player base equals capacity of the plane Concord, which is really fucking funny because just like Concord the game was discontinued, the Concord plane was also discontinued.
To kind of stack into this. Money laundering.
It's so good.
Is that the grand strategy?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
I think
am the Unity
Sony
servant.
at this point
All power to
should
jump
be
drive.
looking at some of the competition,
We are
and they should be
ready.
looking at games
Your
like
presence is strong.
Suicide Squad,
Control
which
created.
launched at 70.
This is
had
a competition of who can lose the most money.
Logistics upgrade
narrative
complete.
vignettes, certainly.
Yeah.
They tried to sell it as being,
Harmony
it has the
research
most
complete.
cutscenes of any game we've ever made.
Wow.
I mean, granted, there's only 2 hours of gameplay, but, and we repeat that for dozens of hours across the seasons, but still, whatever, shut up. But they should look at that and acknowledge that. Skull and Bones, also been memed on a lot. It's actually performing the best on Steam, at least.
That's crazy.
Hostility research
1,500
complete.
players? That's a lot of people. I mean, for only
Defilers
$100 million
encroach upon us.
for the first quadruple A
presence
game,
is strong.
1,500
Our
players?
will
Wow.
shall be done. The
Of
anima
any
are
of these
restless.
games, and it also
my time.
is a huge game on console and on
We await your
huge
command.
streamers, but it's much bigger on console and the Ubisoft launcher.
vengeance is yours.
So
Sure, I would assume that probably has
probably
like
have a lot of
10K.
people actually playing Skull and Bones
Production
right
of the
now
item
on
is
a
complete.
Friday morning.
As
in
you
the
wish.
US, which is honestly
Our
pretty surprising. I
vengeance
did not
is
think.
yours.
If you rewound
Your
the clocks to
presence
like
is
November
strong.
of last year, I would have
Without
thought
delay.
that Skull and
Colors
Bones would
upgrade
probably be the
complete.
most dead of all of these games, but no, it's actually performing the best, which is really funny. Yeah, the quadruple A
I
investments.
can't
work.
see why. That game looks so terrible.
anima
But I
are
think also,
restless.
like, I don't think that people understand how
Civilian
much
structure
negative
complete.
feedback can affect a
Harmony
game.
research
Like,
complete.
there are games that effectively get aborted. Like, they're not even released yet and they're dead. They're, like, people have already made up their
Whatever
mind
the
that the game's
Unity
dead.
wills.
And I've seen it happen with, like, probably 10 games this year. It's actually crazy. Like Blue Protocol, yeah, exactly. Blue Protocol. I mean, like, I think Throne of Liberty is going that direction too. Like, it's really problematic.
We answer
And the reason
call.
why is that, like, first impressions
Control
and, like,
created.
people, like,
Strike.
obviously you
The anima
have,
are
like, these
restless.
super casual gamers, but those casual gamers can't, by the nature of the fact that they're so casual, that like they heard about Diablo 4 because they saw a commercial for it on
Your
TV.
presence is strong.
Those people aren't really going to stick around and spend a lot of money.
Upgrade complete.
They're probably just going to buy the game
What's
and
on
that's
your
about
mind?
it.
As you wish.
You don't build a community on those people.
And then on the flip side, other games like Deadlock, which isn't even announced yet.
Dude, I feel so bad that I haven't played this yet. I need to play
What's
this
on your
game.
mind?
For like,
made a
it doesn't have a release
Yeah.
date announced yet. It's
I've had
not
a lot
even,
of friends of
like,
mine
a
tell me I
thing.
need to
they
play.
did reveal it technically, so
Hostility
they did
research complete.
do like early
Yeah.
development reveal
More
drop
civilian
mini trailer
slots.
kind of thing.
Fun,
and
very
Not
fast
enough
game.
crystal.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
watched a
it.
little bit.
Like it was at 90,000 players while
Not
it was
enough
still
crystal.
unannounced. That's ridiculous.
Insane.
That's ridiculous. But it's because you've had streamers that have played it and have fallen in love with it. Shroud, famously.
I don't
is
even agree
yours.
with that because before Shroud even played the game on
Defiers
stream,
encroach
it was
upon
still
us.
going up in players.
We'll consider it.
Because like they finally lifted the NDA on the game, but even before the NDA, it already had like 40,
Not
50,
enough
60,
crystal.
70,000 people playing. It's Valve.
All power to jump drive.
Hey. I mean, I think that the reception of CS2 has been pretty lukewarm. I'll be honest. I think people have had a pretty negative reception of CS2. Compare that over to Deadlock, and Deadlock has had
Production
a great
of the
reception.
item is complete.
Tweeted out or didn't tweet it. It was on a stream. He
unity.
said that he
Civilian
has no doubt
structure
that
complete.
Deadlock is going to be the biggest game probably in the world within months of it
Civilian
launching.
structure
He's like, it's
complete.
honestly that fun. It's just very, very good. Whether that ends up being true, I don't know.
I wonder if he's
much more
right.
qualified to talk about these types of games than
Yeah.
me. But at the very least, it shows you that it's not about marketing dollars. It's not about,
It's about game quality.
how you frame
That's
it.
right.
Logistics
Like,
upgrade
it's at the end of the
complete.
day about the
Harmony
game.
That's
If the
right.
game is
complete.
good,
The
and
value proposition.
anima
That's
are
the only thing
restless.
that matters.
people enjoy the game. You'll get 100,000 people in there during closed access.
Fucking
testing.
insane,
Meanwhile,
dude.
Concord, when they were doing marketed open betas, they couldn't pass 3,000. So
Yeah.
you would hope that Sony would look at all this and try to learn from their mistakes. But I think a lot of people were assuming that Concord was going to be the game that they.
I feel like multiplayer games is just really not where Sony excels right now. I think Sony really excels at creating great, like, single player experiences. And I think even if you look
Civilian
back at
structure
it,
complete.
like Xbox, this is
We
just
are
me,
ready.
right? This is just me. Nintendo is the great family PC or family console that always has the, you know, like good single player games and some good multiplayer
Civilian
games, right?
structure
It's like the
complete.
best of both worlds in a lot of ways. And it's also innovative. Every single new console is different. And then Xbox is like the multiplayer console, right? You got Gears, you've got Halo, and this is talking about like a long time ago. You've got Modern Warfare, right? And like, so you had
Logistics
all
upgrade
those like big
complete.
badass games. And then Sony was the console where you had a lot of these like really cool single player games, things like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter. Now we're getting God of War, right? And all of that, like racing games. Yeah. And so like that's, I feel like that's always been kind of like the distinction, right?
Hostility
Final
research
Fantasy, yeah,
complete.
Metal Gear Solid. And I know a lot of these games came to other consoles, but I feel like Sony has always been the king of S-tier single-player experiences.
They learn from the mistakes of other live service games like Suicide Squad and Skull and Bones, and we're going
Yeah.
to try and approach this game entering into a competitive market, and they were going to make it free to play and try to approach it that way. But they just didn't. And I've gone back and forth on why they tried to do it. There's sort of the cynical
You've made a
approach,
wise
which is the
acquisition.
$40 price point was just an attempt to get some quick cash because they knew that this was going to flop,
Yeah.
basically. Because basically the options were, if this is when, you know, this is our timeline, they
Okay.
could release it free to play and then hope over time that paid cosmetics and stuff generate some good amounts of.
Totally disagree with this opinion. I really, really don't agree with this. The reason why is because at this entire period of time, here's the other line that he needs to remember. The fixed cost of operating the game. And that
Is it
red
time?
line goes like this.
Control
And in
group
fact, it
created.
goes like this. Because inflation and other
Harmony
prohibitive
research
costs that
complete.
cause the game to cost more money.
We have
So
cleansed
yeah,
the
I
planet of
actually don't
heathens.
agree with this. I think that
Another
Sony
planet
could
joins
realize
the
that.
Unity.
They could see the writing on the
Civilian
wall.
structure
They
complete.
know it better than probably anybody else does, and they made the right call.
Desecrators
Money,
assault our world.
but it starts out very,
Civilian
very
structure
low. I mean,
complete.
you basically aren't making any money.
Yeah.
If anything, more realistically, it starts down here and then takes off because there's operational costs and all that.
But
and if you factor
dude,
in
the fixed costs, man, the fixed costs of server maintenance, like just game updates, everything, like all of that machine is millions and millions of dollars.
Commerce upgrade
You're
complete.
never gonna make that money back. And it's like, I know it might sound like a good idea. Maybe one day it's gonna work. Like in like 8 years, in 10 years, there's a 5% chance that we could not lose $1 million, but we have to invest, or like basically you have a 5% chance to get $200 million in 10 years, and you have a 95%
Maximum
chance to
civilian
lose
orbit
$100 million
slots
right
reached.
now. And I think that Sony said, you know what? Let's just lose $100 million right now.
Hostility
I think that's
research
what happened.
complete.
I think they made the right call.
cost of like development, then it certainly is much lower, and it's more like this. So they could do that. That's usually how free to play games.
Totally different
Instead,
situation, but you're right.
They tried to charge $40 a copy, which starts them a bit higher. But their hope is that with the cosmetics and everything, it can take off. Maybe at a more shallow rate, because it's like people are less likely to spend $40 on it. And they just decided to do this right. And some people are like, oh, they're just trying to get, you know, this gap made up because they don't think that this is going to happen. Like none of this on this side of the equation is going to happen.
The
because it's
anima
gonna
are
shut down.
restless.
Maybe that's the case. I don't know.
You've also got to think about this as
We answer
inside
the
of the
call.
context of Sony's reputation. Like,
Your
right now,
presence is
there is,
strong.
I think, a very strong
am the
console
Unity
war
servant.
going on, because Microsoft and Xbox has released probably one of the strongest, like,
Mining upgrade complete.
set of game offerings in the
Unity has
future
fallen silent on
that
one of
I
our
think we've
planets.
seen in probably 5 or 10 years. Like, they're releasing and coming out with
Harmony
all these
research
insanely
complete.
good fucking games, right? And I think also Microsoft is setting itself up to be the next, to be the first big platform for cloud gaming. Like unironic cloud gaming, not Google Stadia cloud gaming, but cloud gaming that works. I think it's going to happen. Like we all know, right? In 100 years,
What's
we're going
on
to have
your
cloud
mind?
gaming, right? Everybody
Control
probably
room
agrees on that.
created. We'll consider
But where
it.
in between
All
100
power
and
to
0
jump
are we?
drive. Our will shall be done. Hostility research complete.
Probably pretty close. But I think
All power to jump drive.
I think that Microsoft
We
knows
are
that,
ready.
and they're building the infrastructure for that right now. I think Sony knows that they are the king of single-player experiences, so they're building into that right now. And I think Nintendo knows that no
Mining
matter what they
upgrade
do,
complete.
there will always be people that buy Nintendos because they're cool, and Nintendo makes great games, and all Nintendo needs to do is just keep being innovative, and they will exist forever. That's it.
Me though, I think the old adage, never attribute to malice that
Your
which can be
presence is
adequately
strong.
explained by incompetence.
The
I think
anima
that
are
holds
restless.
true. And I think it's reflected by Sony's approach with a lot of other stuff, which is that they just approach things in the way that they always have, which is that they sell you a game at a certain price point, you buy it, and
Yeah.
if you like it, you play a lot of it, and then they can maybe make some extra money. I just think that the executives are not that interested in doing the free-to-play model. They know what they're doing when it comes to selling premium games to people.
Not
At least
enough
they
crystal.
thought they did. And so
They
they
do.
thought that
They do. They're the best at it.
that could carry it forward. But after
Your
Concord, it's pretty
influence
clear
is
live service
undeniable.
games in competitive markets, you cannot do that.
You've
It
made
doesn't
a
work. And that
wise
brings us to the
acquisition.
elephant in the room over at Sony, which is a game that they saw a lot of potential in, coming from a studio
Mining
called
upgrade
Haven.
complete.
Haven is sort of an up-and-coming team. Notably, they have a lot of things, you know, lots of job postings and stuff, but they were purchased in March of 2022 by Sony. You can see in this
And
press
this is
release,
about the new game.
Sony Interactive Entertainment announced today that it
Civilian
has
structure
entered into an agreement
complete.
to acquire Haven Entertainment Studios, also known as Haven Studios, a Montreal-based development studio formed by acclaimed developer Jade Raymond, founder of Ubisoft Toronto and
The Anima
Motive
are
Studios,
restless.
and one of the creative forces behind the blockbuster Assassin's
We have
Creed
cleansed
franchise.
the planet of heathens.
And this is true. There's a lot of talent here.
We'll
that
consider
they know what
it.
they're doing. They've made some of the
Harmony
biggest franchises
research
in the world.
complete.
Which will
I
Hostility
really
research
don't even
complete.
agree with that either.
Civilian structure
Because like think
complete.
about how much talent
You
there was at Arcane
failed
Austin,
to place
and
a
it was all
bid.
squandered when they failed with Redfall. So like if you get a lot of people together, it's like you can have somebody who's an amazing baker, but then you hire them to be a mechanic and they don't know how to change a tire.
Civilian structure complete. We are
I think
ready.
that's what's happening, right? It's a different Arcane.
Logistics
Yeah, but what I'm
upgrade
saying is that
complete.
Arcane Austin, what I'm
Defilers
saying is that
encroach
like you
upon
can't
us.
have a game development studio and then have them totally shift what they're making and then expect the quality to transition over.
Whatever the unity wills.
The reveal of what they're working on, all the more baffling. But you can see, founded in March of 21 with an investment from Sony, Haven Studios is led by a premier team of game creators with over a decade of experience collaborating on some of the
We
industry's most
are
popular
ready.
games and franchises.
Witness
Haven
the
Studios is currently
unity's
working on its
might.
first project, a new live
May
service
our
experience for
vengeance
PlayStation
be
built upon a
swift.
systematic
Witness the unity's
systemic and
might.
evolving world focused
The
on
Anima
delivering
are
freedom,
restless.
thrill, and playfulness. Quote, Haven is an emerging studio with an exceptional team of
Civilian
talent, and we're
structure
delighted to
complete.
welcome them into PlayStation as our first game development studio in Canada, said Jim Ryan.
Jim Ryan is gone now,
Desecrators assault
right?
our
I feel
world.
like Jim Ryan announced he
will
left
shall be
PlayStation
done.
like about 8 months ago to a year ago.
Last
I think
chance
that there's
to
a reason
surrender.
why he left.
Any last
I
words?
think that he left because
Any last words?
he pushed Sony in a live direction, in a live service direction, and at the point that he left, they could already tell that that direction was
Exotics
damaging to
have
the
been
company.
unveiled by our scryers. Harmony research complete.
He was asked to leave. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Jimmy, James, he's back. He's everywhere. The studio's focused on creating an original AAA multiplayer game
Our
will not
will
only
is
flex
transcendent.
the power of the PlayStation 5, but will further expand upon the diverse catalog of gaming experiences that
lies
can only be
before
found on
us?
PlayStation.
We
So
understand.
with Concord, they bought the studio
Control
after,
Group
again, they
created.
said that Concord took them 8 years. They bought that studio when Concord was very far along. They saw the
Your
game,
presence
thought it
is
had a lot
strong.
of potential, and then they
Ooh,
bought it.
Jim is just farming else.
With
Yeah.
this game we're about to talk about from Haven Studios,
the new one.
The studio was founded thanks to money from Sony. They
Wow.
put cash up to form this studio, so they've been in since the very, very, very beginning.
Minus
With
8 years,
Concord,
yep.
they kind of had to get out of jail
What's
free
on
card
your
of like,
mind?
oh well, we didn't really make the game.
Without
we just
delay.
Yeah.
published it, and we bought them, but effectively we just published
Wasn't-
it. They
yeah.
made the game though. We didn't have that
Planet
much
item
direct
ready.
involvement. With
Your
Fairgate,
presence is strong.
they've been involved since
What's on
the
your
studio
mind?
was founded.
Control
which is
group created. As you
interesting,
wish.
especially when you see what it is. In this announcement, they say with a team of
And
over
we watched the
60
video of it.
employees and growing.
He'll probably
Haven
show it
Studios will
soon.
be the 18th
Control
studio to
Group
join the
created.
PlayStation Studios family.
Without
The day-to-day
delay.
Yeah.
operations post-acquisition will continue to be run by the management team at Haven Studios in close collaboration with the PlayStation Studios leadership
Without
team.
delay.
Terms of this transaction, including
I
death
am the
and costs,
Unity's
are not
servant.
disclosed due to contractual
Another planet joins
commitments.
the Unity.
We don't know exactly how much they spent on it. It could be 100 million, could be 50 million, could be 200 million. We don't really know.
Hostility research
And
complete.
we haven't really seen many
No
leaks as far as I'm
mercy.
aware of how much they spent on it. But they've spent a lot.
Probably a
so
lot
what
of
is
money.
this game?
To the
What
death!
is this game that they spent millions and millions and millions
We
of
await
dollars
your
on,
command.
and
Here we go.
represents a
Harmony
major
research team
investment
We saw this
for them?
earlier. Let's look at it.
is, surprising. As you can
Our
see,
minds
CGI, not
awaken.
actual
We answer
gameplay.
the call. As you
Yep.
wish.
Bear in mind,
What's
the
on your
goal of this
mind?
should be
Commerce
to make a
upgrade
unique
complete.
live service
Without
game.
delay.
And these guys
The Anima
are from
are
Ubisoft,
restless.
okay? So
Mm-hmm.
so just ask yourself if this looks kind of Ubisofty.
Whatever the Unity wills.
It's bad, guys.
You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple.
Our
Too much
vengeance
money
is yours.
And too much power is held by
As
just
you
a few
wish.
people.
Planet
And it's
item
only
ready.
getting worse.
Whatever the Unity wills.
So,
Shields down! We're
we decided
exposed
to
to
do something
attack!
about it.
Our vengeance is yours.
Act now.
We'll consider it. We cannot survive without armor.
Yeah.
What's on your mind? As you wish.
Man.
We'll consider it.
Man.
We answer the call. Control group created. I am the Unity servant.
This is the new big game from Sony, guys.
What's on your mind?
This is gonna be it.
As you wish. Without delay. Our shields are offline. I am the Unity servant. Mining upgrade complete. Is it time? Control group created. Production of the item
Take it
is
till you
complete.
make it.
Glory to the Unity!
Let's just say the reception
More credits
was not
are required.
great. This was revealed May of 23, and even back then, the reception was not great. Eat the Rich, and the game
We await your
is
command.
the most corpo vision ever. The irony of a live service game based on eating the rich is levels of irony I can't comprehend, and I'm fueled by it. What's even more baffling is that the
Look at the next one.
odds are very high that they charge like $40 for
Look
this
at
one
the
as
next
well.
one. It's
Because again, I don't think you
Oh
need
God,
to attribute
please read
the
it.
like. I
Yeah.
don't think you
Answer
need to
the call
explain the $40 price
without
tag for
delay.
Concord by saying, "Oh, it was just them trying to milk everybody because they knew it was going to
Your
flop."
presence
I
is
think that the
strong.
people that made that decision
Our
were
will
just so
shall
full
be
of themselves
done.
they thought people would honestly
What
buy
does
it.
the
and
Unity
still
will?
a lot. I just think they're that out.
Research complete.
I really think that
So
that's
shall it
all
be.
you have to say. Thanks to all our
Planet
players,
item
but we're
ready.
unfortunately ending support one year later vibes to it. Another
Only
Concord
I don't know if it'll last a
save us
year.
now.
with the same
The
fate.
anima
You can
are
take the devs out of
restless.
Ubisoft, you can't take the Ubisoft out of the
We
devs.
are
I know
ready.
it's 40, but even I am getting. How do you do, fellow
Witness
vibes?
the
Eat the
Unity's
Rich,
might.
create the games as a service
We are
with seasonal battle pass,
entertaining offers.
millions of microtransactions. Eat the Rich,
We are
gamers. Just ignore the
hopelessly
fact that we showed our
crippled.
game in a mega
Doubt
corporation
clouds
service.
our
I never even
thoughts.
thought of like all the irony with this, but like reading the
We
comments.
await your
Oh my god,
command.
this is
We
so
are ready.
Represented and pay us $70. Billion-dollar company makes a game about how rich people are
Desecrators
bad.
assault
You
our
sure want
world.
to go through with this after Concord, Sony? Concord just came out. You're next. The consumers keep you guys afloat. I get to see a scenario
We
where a gang
sensed
of
your
diverse high
presence.
schoolers fighting the corporations
The
is not
moment of our
cringe.
vengeance
Let
is
me
at
think.
hand.
A gang of diverse high schoolers fighting corporations not being cringe. I don't know.
Witness
Yeah,
the
I'm not
Unity's
sure.
might. What does the
Persona?
Unity will?
I didn't play Persona.
Hostility research complete. We dare not
You're
stray
right,
from
bro.
our path.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk was really cool.
Is it time?
I don't know if they were
To
high
the death.
schoolers. Didn't she wait until after he
To the
graduated and she spawn camped him? So I don't think that really happened, but
What's
yeah.
on your mind?
I also can't think of an example of that.
Yeah.
Again, I agree with Techno. There's nothing wrong with a diverse cast of
Whatever the
characters. It's
Unity
when your game
wills.
can only
Doubt
be defined
clouds our thoughts.
by a couple of
You
taglines
opted out of bidding.
that
We
are not
answer the
particularly
call.
interesting to begin
To
with.
the death.
People kind of check out.
Whatever
I
the
think that
Unity
people just see
wills.
too much real
What's
life
on your
politics in
mind?
a game like that, and it makes them think that it's inauthentic. So like the game is called Fair Games.
We
It's
answer
about
the
eating
call.
the rich,
To the death.
and then it's showing like the amount of
To the
money that
death.
people have, and it's
Shields
stealing
down.
stuff.
We're
I think
exposed
it's
to
just it's very off-putting to a lot. It's off-putting to me at least.
We dare not stray from our path.
But like, what about
Your
the
checkbox
suffering
game? Yeah.
begins now.
So
Too many yeah.
here's the deal with this. It's made by a very
We
successful
cannot
team of
survive
developers from
without
Ubisoft.
armor.
The vibe I get from this is very Watch Dogs. I mean, especially like this back here at the very end. If that doesn't look Watch Dogs to you, I don't know what will. But it seems very Watch Dogs inspired. They described it as having like an evolving world or whatever. My guess is that it's something where there's
Well, of course
like,
there's an
We
evolving
are
world. That
ready.
means that there's a battle pass and they change one mechanic in the game every 45 days. Yeah, no, I know what that means. We all know what that means. We've played games like that for sure.
Whatever the Unity wills.
multiple different mission types.
Production of
And
the item is complete.
it's going to be something, I don't even
What
know
does the
how
Unity
to,
will?
how to
Our
break this down.
confidence
My
wavers.
guess is it's going to be something like
Whatever
this. Okay?
the
We're going to
Unity
have
wills.
a series
Control group created.
of
Witness
missions that can
the
be taken
Unity's
on. Okay,
might.
so you imagine this
We
is like
await
the
your
UI,
command.
and you have all of these
Yeah,
missions you can take
that's
on.
probably what
and
it was.
each of these
are ready.
represents stealing
Doubt
from
clouds our
some
thoughts.
billionaire. Okay, so maybe this
Which
is like...
I think that if you can't steal from poor people, the game's not that interesting.
Whatever the unity wills.
Because, like, this is for me, like, every time that I play a video game, one of the first things that I try to do is kill myself. Remember back in Shadowlands, it's like, it was like the realm of the dead? Well, what happens if you kill yourself in the realm of the dead? Let's find out right now, immediately. Let's find. So what happens? Can you cut down a tree? Can you do this? And so, like, the more guardrails there are in a game, the more the game feels like it's not...
More credits are required.
It's no longer transcendent. It's no longer an experience. There's no immersion there. There's no suspension of disbelief when everything in the video game just reflects what you're supposed to think in the real world. It's just boring.
Is it time? I am the Unity
the equivalent
servant.
of Bezos, and then this is like the Musk one. This is the
Bill Gates,
Fortune, and then like you just have somebody for each of these. These are all like made up. Okay. And then what they'll do is like each of them will have a payout associated with them. So maybe this one's payout is like 20 billion. And then this one is like 15, and then this one's 8, and 3, and 5, and 2, and 11.
They should have one where you have to steal from like a Mexican cartel, and it's like the hardest mission in the game, but you get the most money. And it's like, they have like tanks and fucking like helicopters and shit like that. Yeah. But like, you know, they wouldn't do something crazy like that, right?
We answer the call.
Hardcore mode? Yeah, exactly. That the Mission Impossible, exactly. And that's the reason. It's because games like these never take risks.
We await your command.
And I think that the worst thing about a game like this is that it's a game that's disguising itself as a risky game, but it's actually the complete opposite. It's the safest game that you could possibly make.
23. And so if everybody targets this one, then
your
that
presence is strong.
goes down in value.
Our will shall
and
be
then
done.
The number 2 guy with 2 billion
your command.
he goes up, and this becomes
we
answer
the call.
And then this guy
time?
actually blows up a ton, and this goes up all the way to 13 billion. So then everybody leaves these missions and goes and takes on these missions
What's
to
on
take
your mind?
this guy's money.
I am
and
the
it's just going to be that
servant.
cycle of like an
Our time
evolving
has come.
list of missions,
Our
basically
voices
just where
speak as
like the wealth is being transferred around, and then
We're
you
crippled and
steal it.
defenseless.
Amazing.
As we all know,
vengeance
theft
is
is
yours.
moral if they have more
we
than
waited
you.
too
That's
long?
right, of course.
I really don't expect this to be like that novel or crazy. I expect it to basically be a heist-based shooter, and that's about the extent of it. And it might be solid. There might be some decent gameplay systems and stuff. But again, what have I said so many times? One of the most potent forces in all of gaming is peer pressure. And if a game is deemed uncool, there's very little you can do to shake that.
Victory is at hand.
Yeah, and I think it's very true. And what ends up happening is that people's first impressions matter a lot, because nobody has the obligation on the internet to accept that they were wrong. So what ends up happening is that somebody's first impression of the game is bad, and then a trailer comes out showing gameplay, and the gameplay looks good. Well, you're still fighting an uphill battle because of that first impression.
Very few people will want to engage
answer
with
the
it.
call.
And I'll tell you what, this has from the very, very outset
What's on your
a
mind?
lot of those very
As you
cringy
wish.
vibes to it,
does.
where you can tell it's developed by 56-year-old dudes
Yeah.
who are trying to appeal to what they think like the young like 19-year-old slaves, and it just doesn't. I really just don't think it's gonna.
I don't think they're 50 or 60-year-old dudes. I think that they
of our vengeance is at hand.
36-year-old uncool millennials that were massive losers in middle school and high school, and now they're trying to make a game that's what they think cool people like. They're basically people that are around my age. Like, it's my generation's fault, I think, that we get games like this. Because of how painfully annoying and obnoxious some people that are my age are. Like, and I did. I remember what I said before about how when I was on Top Streamer, that I would be the gatekeeper for millennial humor.
The unity's might.
I hope I didn't disappoint you guys yesterday.
Unleash our wrath.
I wasn't the
unity's
gatekeeper.
will
I
be
was the
done.
Grim Reaper.
Civilian structure complete.
I'm gonna be honest, I gave people zeros.
Our voices speak as one. Our confidence wavers.
So, this is sort of the elephant in the room. After Concord, I think they are all...
Somebody had to.
Like, everybody is walking on eggshells. I think everybody is probably wondering what they're going to do here. Like, is this going to be a $40 price point as well? Are they going to still release this? Joe Raptor
Money doesn't matter.
The podcast
What's
on
your
Wednesday,
mind?
he was saying he wouldn't be surprised if they just
As
cancel
you
this.
wish.
If they just can it.
Wow.
Because
We
the
that
dare
would be
not stray
nuts.
from our path.
Like if they
If
can
that is
2
our
big
will.
games like that, that would
We
go
sense
it would be
darkness all around
unbelievable
us.
that happened.
If it
They'll
can be
abortion
done,
it? Yeah.
Popping off are also
doubt
pretty low.
clouds our thoughts.
You
Especially if it was
failed
getting torn apart
to place a bid.
pre-Concord, post-Concord.
Our time has come.
There's a lot,
We
not even a
sense darkness
skepticism
all
in
around
the
us.
audience. I think there's a lot of
Unleash
cynicism
our wrath.
and
I am
pessimism,
the
and I think a
Unity
lot of
servant.
people
We
are rooting
are
for all
ready.
of these Jim Ryan
Desecrators
projects to
assault our
collapse. And so
world.
this is, I would argue this
Vengeance
one
is a
has an
cruel
even steeper
mistress.
uphill climb than
Is it
Concord.
time?
Like it's a
I think that it
What's
does
on
too.
your mind?
more unique
To the
game
death.
from
Yeah.
what I can
Is
tell.
it time?
It's not as easy to just be like, oh, it's an Overwatch clone. It's
No
it
mercy.
seems, at least from this trailer and from the announcement
credits
of
are
the
required.
acquisition, it seems to be more unique. But I
I think also after Concord it hurts this game, like AoE damage. It's the same as like every game that doesn't do well that's like this, it's the next game that happens after this. It's like Forspoken and like that Dustborn
We
game,
are ready.
that Flintlock game.
Harmony
Like
research
there's like
complete.
it's like proxy
We dare
damage,
not
AoE
stray
damage,
from our
exactly.
path. That path
that
is
what
perilous.
it makes up for in
We
originality
must be
probably
vigilant.
loses in cringe factor.
Truly?
would be
It's
my
definitely cringe.
expectation.
I
It's
think
kind of
so.
like Payday. Yeah, you could probably compare it
They're
to
through
Payday.
our
So
shields.
my guess
That's
is
what people
I don't
compare it
think
to a
they
lot.
cancel this. I think they see this
ship
through
is
because
lost.
I
Our
am
shields
still
are
convinced
offline.
that I think Sony is. You see it from the devs. You see it from some people on X/Twitter. I still don't think they really get why Concord failed. Because I think it's really
the reason why they don't get why Concord failed is because they're not allowed to. The reason why the game failed is because it appealed to an audience of people that are obnoxious and weird, and they're actually a much smaller
What's on your
minority than what
mind?
was projected.
I am the Unity
That's the real
servant.
reason why Concord failed. But journalists and
We
people that are
are
in
ready.
the industry can't
Control
acknowledge that
created.
because then that's
The
siding
moment
with
of
people
our
that are
vengeance
perceived
is at
as
hand.
racists or bigots or
Witness
Nazis.
the Unity's
So
might.
like the problem is like
Severe
how can you
damage
solve a
sustained.
problem
All
if you
systems
can't
are
even
failing.
say what it is?
Shields down. We're exposed to attack.
You can't. And that's the reason why it
None
happened.
shall survive.
And unfortunately, like you see,
Feel
yeah, they're
our
handcuffed,
wrath.
right? And this is the
We
same thing.
cannot
Like we've seen
survive
so many
without
games
armor.
that do this.
None
And
shall
it's like, well,
survive.
why does this happen?
Feel
And
our
it's this
wrath.
massive elephant in the room that nobody wants to address, but very clearly plays a massive role in the success of games. And the games that do have things that
We
are
await
considered
your
like
command.
woke in them are actually not really. I think that there is
Clouds our
a
thoughts. Shields
woke is not when
Hostility
black.
research tier complete.
Like, you know, there's like
That
the
path is
joke of, you know,
perilous.
there's two races in video games. There's
Whatever
white
the
and political.
Unity wills.
That's not really what's going on here. It's like an attitude and a vibe. And I think the attitude and vibe of a lot of these games
None
is like,
shall survive.
what would it be like if
Feel
everything that my
our
parents told me was wrong,
Tremble
and
before the
the
unity.
people that are older than me
None
were wrong
shall
about
survive.
everything, and all of the dumb ideas that I thought when I was 16 were actually
Our
true.
confidence wavers.
That's like the vibe of a lot of these games.
If that is our
And I just
will.
don't think that they
Whatever
resonate
the
with
Unity
a large
wills.
majority of people. I think that they're cringe and weird and annoying. Roy, someone I used to know from Blizzard, lived in LA, worked on Concord, and it definitely checks out. There it is, right? Yeah. I think you should put it up right now. There's a market for a game right now. Recent heist games like the new Payday are not really a success. Maybe it can work. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the reason why they aren't a success is because the model isn't really that exciting anymore?
Control group created.
And also, like, if the
Production
game is
of the
good, then
item is
great. But
complete.
I think that also, like, a game having negative reception and people not vibing with the aesthetic of the game is absolutely massive.
None shall survive.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like the Prince of Persia game that came out from Ubisoft. I think it was like, I don't remember what it was called, but it was the side-scroller one. I played it. It was a great game. But people don't really care about that because they've already decided that Ubisoft is bad. That's it. Ubisoft bad. So now, like, the game was never successful. The Lost Crown. Yeah, I enjoyed the game. I thought the game was good. But the problem is that
more credits are required.
Once consumers make a decision, it's almost impossible to get them to change their mind. And I think Fair Games is going to be a victim of that.
Our minds awaken.
Like, oh, a bunch
before the unity.
Bigots like character design, and so that's why it failed. Which I don't think is why it failed. I think it failed. You can explain.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is like you can make a game about how Islam is bad, and then go and try to sell it in Saudi Arabia, and a lot of people won't buy the game. And you can say that these people are, you know, like, they shouldn't like this. They should be okay with this. It's freedom of speech or whatever. But at the end of the day, the customer is always right. And it doesn't matter what you think the customer should like. The only thing that matters is what the customer likes. And you either meet that expectation or somebody else does. That's it. Like it literally, like the age of guilt tripping customers into giving you money is over, and it's been over for years.
Time has come.
It's not a speech; it's a product. Yeah, exactly. It's a product, not a statement. Is probably a better way I would say it. But yeah,
the failure of Concord. Very easily.
Whatever the unity wills.
No lack of originality, $40 price point,
May our vengeance
low player
be
count
swift.
that reinforce the low player count because nobody wants to buy into a dying game. I just think there's many reasons why Concord failed, and if they're just going to justify it and explain it away with something like that, it's just going to be like Disney with Star Wars stuff. Oh, you didn't like the Acolyte? Well, that's just because you're a piece of crap. You know, instead of actually acknowledging maybe the writing actually wasn't that good. Maybe it's a concept we didn't really need to explore. You know, they never ask those questions because they can just hand wave it away with it.
It's because they're not allowed to ask the questions because people's minds are in a cage inside of the industry. And they're not able to side or look at the, like, I'll give you a really good example of this. So, do you remember earlier we spent like over an hour today talking about Dr. Disrespect? And like, I was evaluating like, like, what do I think about this is true? What isn't true? Like, how do I see this? Like, what part of this is right? Which one isn't? Like, you know, could Doc be innocent in this or not? And a lot of people kept accusing me of defending Doc, right? Like, they kept saying like, oh, well, you're defending, like, why are you defending a pedophile? Whoa, what the fuck?
Beg for our forgiveness.
Right? And so nobody wants to be painted in that picture. And I guarantee you people aren't going to look at it the way that I look at it. A lot of other content creators won't. And the reason why is because they don't want to get painted that way. That's the reason why. And so it's the same in this industry where it's like, you can't address this problem because if you do, you speak it into existence in their mind. It's an extreme mindset, exactly. And so this is why it's continuously doomed to fail.
More civilian slots. Hostility research complete.
Excuse to make. And I get the feeling that Sony is still making those same mistakes and that things haven't really shifted or changed for them in any noticeable way. So I expect we still see this. I expect we might even see
Somebody
this.
says most people can't afford to say what they think. You're exactly right. Like, I'm very lucky personally that I can have opinions that are totally in opposition of my audience all the time, and even especially the internet at large, and I can do that and still be massively successful. Like, I don't think you guys, like, I don't ever think that it's lost on me how lucky I know that I am, that I can do and say what I want to do and say for almost the most, like, the completely, right? Like, 95%, 98%. There's only a handful of things I can't do. In opposition of your chat, yeah, absolutely. Like, I can conflict with my chat all the time. And I'll tell you the secret of that.
Logistics upgrade.
The real secret of why I'm able to do that is because I never stop. I never stop making content. And if this video made you mad and you fucking hate me, there's going to be a video in 4 hours, and that one you might like instead. You just ban them? I did. And also it works really well. Yeah, I would just ban them. Yeah, you're true to your convictions. Yeah, even if everybody disagrees with it, right? And so that's the reason why it works for me.
Our vengeance is yours.
But for a lot of other people in the industry, they can't do that.
Showcases happen.
Harmony research
not showcase,
complete.
State of play. Sony is going to be doing a state of play to reveal the PlayStation 5 here in September. And when they do
I am
that,
so
I think
excited.
they're going to reveal like Death Stranding 2 running on the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, they're going to do PS5 Pro. I think
like that. But I think they're also going to have a trailer for Fair Games. And I think that's why it's a state of play and not a showcase, because I think they know if they were to do that, it would probably not go over too well.
Logistics upgrade complete.
Having said that, I think I think this doesn't go well. And
I don't think it will either.
If it ends up playing basically just like Watch Dogs, but it's a live service game, I really don't think that goes over well. Do you think Concord's failure would change their approach to everything in the future? No, I think that
it will, actually. I think that it will, but they'll never say that publicly. But absolutely. Like, you don't lose $100 million and be like, wow. Like, because Concord isn't the first game that they've had that's done that. Like, Forspoken also was a massive failure, and they were talking that game up like it was going to be equivalent to Final Fantasy 16. So, no, I mean, I think that internally, especially inside of, like, the executive leadership, this absolutely is going to change the way they look at things. It's not even a question.
Our will shall be done.
Like, Concord's problems were readily apparent
We'll consider
months
it.
ago.
Yeah.
After those open betas that only got 3,000 players, that should have been, okay, this is not going to work. If they were actually critically evaluating everything, they would have either like delayed it at that point,
but they can't critically
made it
evaluate
free to play, like, and relaunch the betas.
They can't
6 months later. Like, they should have done that if they were actually critically evaluating all of this. The fact that they didn't do that shows that either the people in upper levels of Sony management just don't really care about that stuff, and they're like, no, just put it out. Or they're just, like, done with it, and they just want to get this stuff out and move on. Or they're so cocky that they think that they can get away with it. And they might...
I think that...
You've made a wise acquisition.
They have to say that it's okay that they lost the money publicly, because they have to project a position of strength for investors and shareholders. But I bet internally they're losing their mind. This is what I think happens in the next 5 or 10 years. I think Sony continues to completely dominate the like the gaming market for the next 5 years. But I think in the next 15 years, Microsoft will turn around and dominate it even more. I think Microsoft is building a much stronger foundation with their offerings than Sony is.
Exotics have been unveiled by our scryers.
Look at it that way. They might be like, well, Helldivers popped
Sony's
off,
dominating?
so we'll try
Absolutely.
and
Look at PS5 sales.
It was attacked by a lot of
yes.
YouTubers, so that's why. That's the only reason, you know. But having said this, this is the elephant in the room. Everybody's watching it. Everybody's like, what are they going to do?
Research complete.
Because I don't think anybody thinks this is going to become the next big thing.
Hostility research.
The people that made the game
dropping
executive at Sony probably
PK and Rainbow and Fortnite and all these other games to go and play this. And that's just based on a vibe from a cinematic CGI trailer, which, to be clear and to be totally fair, not like not
structure
very
The people that make this game own Funko Pops.
Our vengeance is yours.
We are entertaining offers.
I mean, is there anything else we need to say?
If you can't take a whole lot from that, but I just think as a concept, it's one that's not that interesting. They have a lot of things they show in the trailer, like the ability to grapple onto these different objects. You can see them using it to grapple onto the truck and swing up. So presumably there's going to be some actual traversal with that, where you can use it to climb fences or up buildings and stuff. You can see here it's used to grab a robo attack dog. Here they use it to grab panels of mirrors to reflect the lasers back off. Here you'll see him using it to grab onto like a tabletop, a countertop, whatever, to use as a shield right here. So it seems like there are some interesting dynamics in terms of gameplay, but is that enough to shake the cringe factor? No. I honestly don't know. But again, this is a game.
Absolutely not. Vibes matter so much with games. It's insane how much it matters.
that Sony's been involved
Like
in from
Helldivers was carried by vibes.
the very, very beginning. And it always just frustrates me because I'm like, okay, you have some cool gameplay systems. Interesting. Love that. Why do we have to go with like the most cringe corpo? We're relatable. We're just like you. We hate the rich. Meanwhile, we spend
because the people that are making it are cringe and unrelatable. I'm very much an Occam's razor kind of guy. The simplest answer is most accurate, is most often the accurate one. Why is the game cringe? Because the people that are making it are cringe. Easy.
The anima are restless.
$200 million on this game, and our, you know, we talked about this launch with the executive team on a retreat to Maui that we all flew our private corporate jets to. And it's just like, I don't know if they just think, I think it really reveals how little they think of you as a gamer. Like, they really do think that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, eat the rich. Yeah, I play a game where I beat up the rich people because rich people stupid. And they really
That's
think
absolutely the way they think. That is. And I don't think it's because they think that you're stupid. I think it's because they're that stupid. They're the ones that are stupid, and they can't see that they're stupid, so they just assume everybody else is too. Because they live in a bubble of other people that are stupid in the same way, and they think that they're the majority because everybody's afraid to tell them they're not. I fully disagree with that. Everywhere you read is eat the rich. They are listening. No, everywhere you read is not like that. This is just a handful of angry people on Twitter. That's all.
Glory to the unity.
like you're not going to realize who the game is coming from, and like, you're just going to go along with it. It's just dumb. Yeah. But we'll keep an eye on it. I have a feeling we'll find out more in a couple weeks. There is the potential that they delay that release. We don't see Fair Games next, like at the next PlayStation event. I think the odds are pretty high that they're maybe doing some serious introspection after Concord. So I think that would be a good sign. Weirdly enough, if we don't see it, I think that's a good sign for it. But if we do see it, I think it's going to go exactly how you would expect it to go.
I think it's going to be a massive failure. I'm going to be honest. I think these games have already, like in these vibes of games, have already proven to just not really go well in the market, and people just don't like them. And I don't know how many games are going to need to fail in order for that to be proven. Now, the big question, you're right, will IGN rate this game a 7 or an 8? What do you guys think? A 7 or an 8? I mean, it's very hard to say. You think a 9.5, a 9? Oh, wow. That's adventurous. 8.6. Ooh, rounding up to a 9. Clever. Eat the Rich definitely has a lot more than a handful of people, but they're hardly going to give a rat's ass about this game, so who's it for? Most of the people who think Eat the Rich are just mad because they're not able to pay their student loans. Like, they don't really think this. They don't actually have any viewpoints about this. They just wish they had more money, and they're mad about it. Like, that's literally all there is to it. This isn't some sort of grand design or some sort of fucking philosophy to them. They just want, yeah, every user on Reddit and Twitter. Yeah, exactly. There's the video, by the way. This guy was right. There were some things I disagreed with him on, definitely, but overall, I think that he had a great viewpoint on this, and I think that, I think this Fair Games, I'll play it, you know, like the same as, I mean, I did promise I'd play Concord. I didn't play Concord, so I did break one promise, but I did do Outlaws. So hopefully I'll have time to play this when it comes out, okay? And we'll give it a real shot, and we'll see what really happens. You'd be surprised how many people say it. It's indeed nothing new. Well, the problem is that you'd be surprised how many people say it, but I think you'd also be surprised about how many people are like, they roll their eyes on it. They're like, oh God, not another one of these, right? Like, yeah, oh geez, it's another one of these people, right? So, like, that's the way I see it. It's like, yeah, you of course have some people that like it and some people that are of that mindset, but you also have people like me that are alienated by it because of how, I think it's just like, it's very, it's like the unlikable self-righteousness of it that makes it very annoying to me. I think that's the best way to say it. It's like, yeah, the unlikable self-righteousness. So annoying. I'll be right back. Oh boy. I put this off for a day or two, but it's time.
Say no more. Do not
Do you ever
dare
wonder why
resist.
some people who you've never heard of
Very
before
wise.
all of a sudden appear everywhere? Andrew Tate is an Anglo-American kickboxer turned influencer whose extreme misogynist videos have helped make him the most.
I thought he was half black
The
or
anima
something
are
like that.
restless.
Is he Anglo-American? I don't know about that. I thought he was half black. Is he? I don't know.
Most viral man in the world.
Bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Shut up, bitch!
On December 29th, he and his brother were arrested
Man, the judge is really gonna like that one.
Our will shall
by
be done.
Romanian police as part of a rape and human trafficking investigation.
We'll consider
The Matrix has attacked.
A few months before their arrest, I was in Romania trying to get access to their so-called secret society, the War Room.
The War Room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today.
To get inside, I had agreed to endure a professional cage fight in Romania,
I know he's gonna lose, but wow, he's actually in there.
along with 100 Tate superfans.
We shouldn't be slaves, we shouldn't be working 9-to-5 jobs. I need to grow, I need to get better, I need to evolve.
I'm not tough on myself. Nobody else will be. That's what I learned from Andrew Tate.
He's shining whole. Hold on.
What I found out
My plan was to sow anarchy.
is that this recent arrest appears to be just the tip of the iceberg.
This is definitely a hit piece. Don't care.
The real story
We clearly conquered the internet.
began years ago.
There's not a single female complaining. On the
Do you think
planet.
there's not a single
no,
female complaining?
Have you seen one?
Our time has come.
My ex-boyfriend
Our
was
voices speak as one.
radicalized by Andrew Tate.
At last.
He was sweet, and I guess vulnerable to being brainwashed by Andrew Tate and his cult.
Any last
People
words?
don't know what he's done.
Last chance to surrender.
I don't know why so many people are dancing around the topic that why is Andrew Tate popular because he beats the shit out of and disrespects women. I think it's probably Occam's razor. It's because a lot of guys want to do the same thing. That's what I think.
Harmony research complete.
Yep.
The anima are restless.
If you haven't heard of Andrew Tate yet, it's only a matter of time before he pops up on your newsfeed. His videos have been viewed over 11 billion times, and in July he was more Googled than Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump.
That's a lot, man. People have the question marks. Are they really question marks whenever a lot of the people that, you know, a lot of countries in the world do this shit already? You really think that's a question mark? Okay. That's fine. Am I the only person that, like, whenever I see, like, I've seen a few of these recently, and there are these, like, videos of a guy beating the shit out of a girl after a girl is, like, physically antagonizing him, and he just, like, ruthlessly beats the shit out of her. And there's a bunch of comments underneath that of guys saying, well, that's what you get for equal rights. That's what you get. Yep, uh-huh. I've seen, like, 3 of these in the past 2 weeks. I don't think this is a fucking secret, guys. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know it might sound like a hot take, but I actually don't think it is. People might get mad, but think about it like this.
You failed to place a
What
bid.
would make you, here's a really good way to say it.
Hostility research complete.
What would make you believe that he actually abused those women? If you're a supporter and you think he's getting framed for all of this, what would make you believe that he actually did it? And for a lot of these people, you know what they're gonna say? Nothing. Nothing is gonna make them believe it. You know why? It's because it has nothing to fucking do with it. And even if it was true, they wouldn't care.
No mercy.
That's why Chris Brown's on the radio again.
Our time has come. Any last words?
Didn't Sean Penn beat the shit out of Madonna?
At last.
Come on.
He's been called the king of toxic masculinity.
He has said that rape victims should, quote, bear responsibility for being raped.
Okay.
We're about to enter his compound in Romania which was raided earlier this year as part of the rape and human trafficking investigation that led to his arrest in 2022.
Is that true that you sequestered an American girl?
She's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly. I don't have time for this bullshit.
What about the rape accusation?
That's not true at all.
I am the Unity servant.
I mean, of course he's gonna say that, right? I mean, like, yeah, no shit.
Vengeance is a cruel mistress.
That's what I would say too. Okay,
Hello.
here we go.
Is this Andrew Tate's house? I'm Matt.
Okay.
Hey, hello.
Just a second to have a confirmation from Mr. Tate.
Okay, cool.
The
Yeah, you
anima
just let
are
me know when
restless.
we're allowed.
Okay.
Control
Yeah?
created.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Research
Hello,
room
hello.
upgrade
Good to see you.
complete.
This place is giant.
Yeah, I can give you a quick tour.
This is the place where he records the videos. Oh, I know this place, yeah.
show you a lot of it. A lot of it's like off limits, but I can show you some of it. G, come by.
Research complete.
Show them how scary you are.
Is this the normal level of security you have for your house every day, or is this just for us?
This
or?
is the normal level of security I have in my house every day. I'm prepared for all eventualities. It's better to be paranoid.
That's why he has
I
that.
kind of like cars.
I can tell, yeah.
This door leads.
Nice cars.
I can't take you in there. That's classified. Up on there, I can't take you in there either. It's classified. You do know if you go to any off-limit areas like security, you're going to intercept. So when I point classified, I'm basically saying don't make them put a gun in your face.
Got it.
TV, which I never watch. World title belts.
Which I think that's fair, right? He doesn't want people going in his house snooping around. That's fine.
We have cleansed the planet of
Four-time
heathens.
kickboxing world champion.
And what's this
Another
painting over here?
joins the
That's my
unity.
brother.
Who else lives here? Is it just you?
No, I live here with my brother. I think you get the best version of yourself if you live with other competitive men. I don't have loser friends. I like sitting down with people and discussing how we can make money from the
Your
conflict in
presence is
Ukraine. That's what I
strong.
enjoy. I don't want to talk about TV.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hi, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Matt. Georgia, good to meet you. What are you up to, Georgia?
Working.
Okay.
This is,
The woman I'm trying to speak to, Georgiana Noghelm, would also...
He's like, okay. Yep, that's it. You're going. You're done.
Beg for our
He'll later be
forgiveness.
arrested with
Oh,
Tate
wow.
in December,
Georgiana, 2 coffees, please.
accused of assisting him in his human trafficking
Our
operation.
will shall be done.
Hey, how's it going?
You've made a wise
Hey, how are you?
acquisition.
What are these guys up
Set up.
to?
Conquering the world, my friend.
Through what means?
I run Hustlers University, which is now currently the biggest online educational platform in the world. We've grown extremely fast.
Credits are
110,000
required.
students inside of a year.
Planet item ready.
110,000 people that are
credits are
subscribed to
required.
Hustlers University.
Your
I think like the
presence is
minimum
strong.
the Discord
We'll
mods.
consider it.
Oh, you know,
We
I
await
mean,
your
look.
command.
What did you expect? Did you expect like the NASA fucking war room? No. They're just Discord mods. Yeah, well, think about that, right? That's 110,000. How much is Hustlers University? I think I read it's like $25, something like that, right? It's $50. Okay, so 50 times, that's like fucking, that's a lot of goddamn money, okay? That's insane. That's like $5.1 million or $5.5 million in a month. I'm pretty sure. I think it's a month, right? I have no idea. That's a lot of
The
money.
anima are restless.
I should start my own university. Fuck this streaming thing.
Our will shall be done.
Hustlers University.
Mining
Hustlers
upgrade
University.
complete.
Hustlers University.
Whatever.
For $49 a month, Andrew Tate's online Hustlers University promises to teach his millions of followers the secrets of modern wealth creation, from crypto trading to dropshipping.
No big deal, just the biggest online school in history.
Is this a sharp sword, or is it kind of a decorative sword?
I did a Tate speech
Hostility
about why I
research
have this
complete.
sword.
Okay.
A Tate speech is like my YouTube channel, Tate Speech.
Yeah, yeah.
And I talked
Clever.
about how the #1 problem with the world is that not enough men walk around their houses with swords.
I actually, you know, there are some good points that Andrew Tate makes. He does have some W's. That's very true. So
Item
true.
complete.
Absolutely, yeah. Why are people not walking around the house with a sword? Hell yeah.
That's up there for sure.
Because if
Yeah.
more men walked around their houses with swords, so many of the world's issues could be fixed. But you have to extrapolate it.
Exactly.
For example, if a woman panics, she sees something on TV, the man comes home, she's like, oh, we gotta start wearing a mask, da-da-da. If the man walked around with a sword, and she's like, put a mask on, he'd be like, I'm brave, I don't need a
Item
mask.
ready.
I'm a commander. Fuck you. It's just
power
a
to
symbol
jump drive.
of empowerment. You got your sword, your wife starts talking, you're like, shut up. I decide what I do.
See, that's the
underway.
thing. is like it's funny, goofy stuff that it gets played off as, and then it's like, so what you really do is you point the sword at your wife
the unity wills.
whenever you want her to stop doing something that makes you mad.
What's on your mind? Control group created.
Cook.
Andrew's unashamed.
Another, another exhibit for the court case.
Misogynistic and violent views so far seem to match his YouTube persona.
Comms upgrade complete.
But to find out how he's translated those into viral fame, I accept an invite onto the Tate Brothers podcast, Emergency Meeting, which is also a chance to get acquainted with his brother Tristan.
Welcome to Emergency Meeting, episode 13. We have a special guest, Matt Shea, who is internationally renowned and respected. He's a folk singer, and he's going to sing us a song.
Andrew's invited his mate on our show without my consent. I'm just going to have to...
I think that Tristan got a hair transplant. Like, if I go back and I look... Let me see.
Control group created.
I'm pretty sure because, like, I saw their dad.
You have
and I seen Andrew.
The auction.
There's no way.
I'm just gonna have to bite my tongue and listen to you guys talk most of this emergency.
No, it's not a big. It's not like this is an indictment of his character. He's not a bad person.
You may speak.
I might get a hair transplant.
At last.
It's fine. It's just funny to mention. That's all. It's totally okay.
We sensed your presence.
Otherwise, I'm gonna walk off.
Matt, can you introduce yourself? Tell them about your singing career. Tell them where you're from, etc.
Yeah, so I'm actually not a folk singer at all.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What?
Are you calling my brother a liar?
You lied to me.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Glory to the unity.
Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people?
Harmony research complete. Our will is transcendent.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen the clown that hides the gay
So you've
people.
never seen it?
No. Is he here somewhere?
Mercy.
Well, yeah, he's right here. I see him.
Oh, I get it.
Cry for mercy.
Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people? No, I haven't seen him, so it means you're gay. Okay, I've never heard that. That's a new one. Never heard that one.
All right, let's be nice to our vice friend. So let me be nice to him before he does a hit piece.
This is definitely a hit piece. I warned my brother that this is a setup, and this is what everyone
I don't care. I'm uninterested. I'm clearly conquered the internet. I'm clearly unstoppable. I'm like the board.
You've invited the liberal news media to come
They
talk
can
about
all come. Just because I'm wearing a gun, I'm
Cry for
violent.
mercy.
Is that how it is? Just because I got knives all over the table and I'm a kickboxing world champion, I'm violent.
You are wearing a gun and you have knives. That does make you a little bit violent.
It makes no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Makes me security aware.
I don't want
I
to sing like you promised. It's
a
a
setup.
setup. I won't kick Vice out of my house.
I think a few more minutes, or we're done with it.
No, you can sing now, or you're off.
During an ad break, Andrew breaks character.
30-second break. Another 5 minutes. Get you out of here. You can touch it back. You're annoying us.
Don't worry, no, I know. I'm just not very good at it.
I don't think that's breaking. I think that's fine. Like this part, as I said, I think that the bad stuff this guy does begins and ends with women.
Cry for mercy.
That's the main bad stuff. This here, this is totally okay. This is just goofy, funny content. Nobody cares. Nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's dying. Nobody's being locked in their house. Like, nobody's being threatened to be thrown off a bridge or a balcony.
Very good at talking shit.
Yeah, this is fun. This is just entertainment.
We've had a long career. We have to do our normal broadcast.
Okay.
Kick him off the pod. Cool, man. Have fun, guys, yeah?
Bro, this is going to be the worst documentary about us.
What they gonna say?
I don't.
He has lots of cars and money. All the women love him. He's sexist. Oh no, please don't put that on the internet. Who cares? Right? Whatever.
Within minutes of being on their show, the Tate content machine snaps into action.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, already.
You promised to sing to me. If you think I won't kick Vice out of my house, you can sing now or you're off the phone.
Tate Brothers embarrass Vice reporter.
Actually, I take that back. I want to make sure that my army's fighting.
Logistics upgrade complete.
18,000 likes, 246 comments, 66 reshares. Oh, I accidentally liked it.
Ooh.
Let's see what people are saying.
Rip algorithm.
Tate win, as always.
Glory to the unity. Our armor is breached. Glory to the unity. Cry for
Another
mercy.
Tate, commentate W. Yep. Holy shit.
I'm impressed how easily he runs over weak men's arguments.
Yeah.
Victory is at
It isn't
hand.
Tate posting all these videos, so who are all these people?
Glory
Tate
to
Brothers
the
Embarrassed
unity.
Vice Reporter was posted by a fan account that has 58,000 followers and 3.9 million likes.
I really hope that these fan accounts of Andrew Tate aren't the same people that meme on K-pop
Control
stands.
group created.
Because, like, really, what is the difference?
Cry for mercy.
Standing Tate, standing Luna, I mean, come on.
Glory
And
to
it's
the
just posting
unity.
loads of videos every single day. Right in the description of his
Cry for
account says,
mercy.
looking to level up your life, start here.
Victory
It's a
is at
sign up link
hand.
to the Hustlers University.
Discord
Another
mod,
account.
yeah.
And again, a link to the Hustlers University. He's got a clever formula here.
It turns out a big part of Hustlers University is an affiliate marketing scheme where boys as young as 13 are instructed to share controversial videos of Andrew with links to the
Civilian
Hustlers
structure
University
complete.
underneath.
That's smart. Yeah,
Glory
because
to
it's
the
like
unity.
basically. So if you
Glory
want
to
a
the
way to
unity.
explain this,
Glory
so
to
you
the
have
unity.
like
Logistics
Tate
upgrade
at the
complete.
top, and then you have
Glory to the unity.
advertising,
We'll consider it.
kids,
Cry
and
for mercy.
we'll go ahead and we'll make this one
Civilian
smaller,
structure complete.
and then we're gonna have that's a little
Victory
bit too
is at
small.
hand.
Let's go back over to like maybe this, okay?
Glory to
And
the
then
unity.
maybe another one here, and then maybe another one here, and then under this you have buyers, right?
Your presence
And then
is
you
strong.
have lots of oops, excuse me, I messed that up. Lots of
Cry
buyers
for
here,
mercy.
and
Victory is at
if
hand.
you see here, what we can do
Glory
with
to the
this
unity.
very interesting
Cry for mercy.
thing
Victory is at hand.
is we can just put it right
Glory to the unity.
We are entertaining offers.
here. Okay.
Civilian structure
There we go.
complete.
Making convincing 13-year-olds to become part of your
The
pyramid
anima
scheme.
are restless.
Interesting strategy.
If someone signs
it.
up through your link, you get 48% of their subscription fee. By financially incentivizing 110,000 students to share his content online, Andrew has essentially built an army to make him rich and famous in a very short space of time.
Control
And he's
created.
tactically avoiding the impact of social media bans because it isn't Andrew himself posting, it's his legion of fans.
All I'm doing is saying that the shit that everyone thinks isn't allowed to say. So that's the reason I'm all big on the internet.
Oh, I think that's
Control
true.
group created.
I actually think
Glory
that
to
he's
the
totally
unity.
right about that. He is saying the things that everybody else thinks and everybody else says, and they're too afraid. Like, that is 100% why he's popular. Absolutely.
I'm starting to wonder whether he's just a living meme.
You're a loser because your mentality is loserish.
Your presence
Some
is
kind of
strong.
viral marketing campaign
You
to swindle
are
money
the
from
winning
confused
bidder.
young men.
You never had the life I had, ever.
Or if he really believes what he says.
All I am offering is the truth.
Andrew first appeared on our screens as a reality TV star.
I've never been in a situation in my life so far in my
You've made a wise
21 years where I really want something and didn't get it.
He had found an arena where controversial personalities thrive.
I have to manipulate a lot of people to win.
But something happened when Andrew was on Big Brother, one of the biggest reality TV shows of all time.
This is Big Brother. Due to events in the outside world, Andrew has had to leave the Big Brother house.
He was reportedly removed from the program when a video surfaced of him slapping his ex-girlfriend and then beating her with a belt.
Bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen? Did I say listen?
And this was the one that,
Item complete. New modules
this was the one that the girl came out and said that it wasn't, like, this wasn't the,
Your presence
it was like
is
foreplay
strong.
or something like that? Yeah, it was
Victory is
role
at
play.
hand.
I thought so. Yeah, this is like BDSM.
Did I say it?
Which, by the way, totally fucking fine.
I think BDSM roleplay, not my thing. Totally fucking fine if it's consensual. I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Public outrage simmered down after Andrew released a video of his ex, claiming it was all part of a so-called kinky game.
It was just pure game, it's just what we used to do.
But what the public didn't know, and what we can now reveal, is that around the time that Andrew was playing Truth or Dare in the Big Brother pool, the UK police had informed the production company that he was under investigation for 2 incidents involving other women. One of rape, and a further of physical assault. In May 2021, Tate made reference to his arrest in an appearance on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
I was like, who are you? They're like, you're under arrest for a suspicion of assault of this dumb hoe. And I'm like, wait, this is dumb hoe? They didn't, but I'm gonna protect her anonymity because I'm a nice guy. Dumb hoe.
During the same period, the Tate brothers were recruiting women for a webcam sex business and creating the first of their many online courses teaching other men how to do the same.
Any last words?
I am her everything. It doesn't matter if I fuck someone else, because I'm her everything. She has nowhere else to go.
It was called
Man.
Control Group created. Any last words?
Can you
Vengeance is
imagine
a
being the
cruel
judge?
mistress. Beg for our forgiveness.
This is like game journalist difficulty level case. It's like, let's review the evidence. I did it. Okay, there's 5 other videos of him saying the same thing. Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, this is easy mode.
the Tate PhD, or Pimping Hoes degree.
She was a fucking hoe, and I spotted it instantly because she didn't humble herself when she was supposed to. And I'm glad I didn't waste any more time on her, because she's never going to be doing like my other girls do, living in my house, letting me fuck other women, remaining loyal, and fucking bringing me coffees and doing as I say.
Andrew has closed down the Pimping Hoes degree to focus on the Hustlers University.
Exotics have been
Luke, the
unveiled
screen's
by our
compromised, yeah.
scholars.
So keep it super fucking vanilla.
But with a historic rape allegation in the UK, and the Romanian...
I do find it to be kind of funny that even at the highest level of this business, it all comes down to being a Discord mod. That's the real war room. It's happening right now on Discord.
Is a cruel mistress.
Police now looking into him for rape and human trafficking. I want to find out more about his methods of recruiting women.
Did you at one point say that the girls who started as your girlfriends and then worked for the webcam industry, 100% of the profit goes to you?
I think in a lot of households in the world today, the man is in charge of the investments. I think that's not an uncommon thing. Tell me
It's an interesting way to say yes.
View I have that you think is genuinely insulting or destructive to society. I'd like to hear it.
You prefer younger women who are 18 or 19 because you can leave an imprint on them?
No, when I say leave an imprint, I mean that. I understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that, like, if I get her, I can brainwash her. I'm not trying to say that. If you meet a girl who's 22 and you're her second boyfriend, she's probably like a nicer person, less jaded, less upset, less suspicious.
So you like to be in a position of power?
It's not being in a position of power. It's about I enjoy to show her amazing things. You're trying to attach things to the situation which aren't true.
5 years ago, you said rape is a terrible thing, but
I'm gonna be honest. I think that this guy's coming on too hard, and he's actually doing a disservice to the interview. Because if you had come on softer and not ask these questions super early on, you can probably get him to admit way more stuff than if you just fucking, okay, so about the rape, you know, immediately. Are we good? We're back on. Sorry guys, the Matrix almost got me. Yeah, now he's hostile, right? It's like if you, it's like one of those games, right, where you have like a hostile relationship with an NPC and you have to like bring them 35 chocolate pieces in order for it to be unfriendly again.
Exotics have been unveiled by our scryers.
Yeah,
if you put yourself in a position to be raped, then you should bear some responsibility for that.
Okay, so first, we agree that rape is a terrible thing.
point I'm trying to make is the best way to prevent yourself from being raped is to have a degree of personal responsibility and not put yourself in positions to be raped, as opposed to standing there saying that rape shouldn't happen because, or men raise our boys better. You know what else shouldn't happen? Robbery. I want the freedom to walk down the road with $1 million in cash.
Is it fair to compare the desire to walk around with £1 million in cash to someone wanting to just walk around their own city at night?
Well, female beauty is extremely valuable.
Of course.
The Unity calls us to
It's a bit of a weird one.
Hostility research complete.
Yeah,
Your presence
okay,
is
that's
strong. Control group created.
Man.
Of course, female beauty is extremely valuable in the eyes of
await
men
the Unity's
who seek
command.
to exploit it.
I don't
Submit
give
to
a
the
shit
Unity
about having sex
or
with
be
people.
eradicated.
I fuck them so they listen to me, so I can get what I actually want, which is not them.
Vengeance is
It's a means to an end. Every single Bond girl was exploited.
Control group
That's
created.
exactly what I do.
Have you heard the
Research
term
upgrade complete.
lover boy before?
The lover boy method?
Yeah. Romantically involving yourself with a woman and then making money off of her in some sort of sex-adjacent industry.
Firstly, I would call the webcam industry far closer to psychology than sex.
cleansing
The webcam industry has
fire.
prevented more male suicide.
That's probably, he's probably right about
Control
this.
group created.
He is, because you've got to keep in mind, Mike,
You
yeah,
may
he's right about this.
An auction is underway.
Bro, why is it, nah. Why is it that these guys donate tons of money and message these girls on OnlyFans and subscribe to them? It's because of the personal touch, and if you understand that and you understand how to manipulate that psychology, that's where you make the fucking money. Put 2 on top of 2. It's the psychology
Revenge
that
awaits.
matters.
Submit to the Unity.
That's a baseless claim,
or be
though.
eradicated. We offer the absolution of
Okay.
death. Item complete. New modules installed.
Think whatever you want.
Cleansing fire.
That any group of
Submit
therapists,
to the
any
Unity
action
or
group,
be
any charity ever
eradicated.
would, right?
Is that true? How can you measure that?
Your
Well, it's not
mind.
about measuring, it's about my personal
will
experience.
be
One of the
purged.
concerns that people
Destiny
have about that
Okay, no,
lover boy
first,
method is that
let me correct you, because I'm a
Revenge
professional.
is that it's similar to,
Control
or people might consider that a
created.
form of grooming.
Okay, so I'm a
Research
professional, so I have to
upgrade
I have to change what you just said. I have to at least challenge you on it.
fire.
Nobody's concerned about anything that happened 10 years ago when a bunch of girls got rich. There's not a single female complaining.
Do you think there's not a single female complaining?
Have you seen?
Ooh, well, I can think of 6. Yeah, I could, I mean, that's a,
Unleash our wrath.
I mean, at
Vengeance
least
is at hand.
minimal. Top groomer, yeah, that's
We seek minds to make
bit
our
odd.
own.
Tell
we
me.
offer the absolution of death.
Andrew says no woman has
cleansing
complained about him
fire.
personally. He won't let us
We
speak to the
shall
women
do as
who
you
work for him,
command.
so for now it's difficult to verify this claim. But I have spoken to
anymore.
many women
Calls us
who
to
complain about the
action.
effect Andrew's rhetoric is
Submit to
having
the
on their
Unity
lives.
or be
Okay.
To protect them
eradicated.
from harassment,
Control group
I've agreed
created.
not to name them.
We offer the
My
absolution
boyfriend
of death.
was radicalized by Andrew Tate to the point of threatening to release
cleansing
revenge porn
fire.
unless I took back what I said and on social media
Submit to
against
the
his
Unity
sexist,
or be
misogynistic
eradicated.
views. It's like a virus that
it's kind of ironic, right? Isn't this kind of ironic that, like, she says that he's sexist, and take back saying that I'm sexist, or I'm going to release all of your nudes. You know, like,
Their worlds
I
will
don't know.
burn in the Unity's
things that he's
flames.
spreading. The scariest thing
Control
is
group
I have no
created.
idea if the next guy I
The
meet could be
Unity
an Andrew Tate
commands
fan.
your
Yeah.
destruction.
It's definitely worrisome.
Research rate
There are
upgrade
boys who look up to him,
complete.
especially those that are maybe vulnerable and they're sort of going to go into the real world carrying those
Hostility
violent
research
views with them.
complete.
I'm 14. The boys at school my age think that it's okay to say horrible things like calling them out rent property and they get to do what they want with them.
that I feel like that's some shit that people used to say whenever I was in school too. Like when I was like 14.